Stop it, D. Stop it, D. No, we are time. We are time.
Everybody get stupid.
Somewhere, Apple and Tattoo is sitting there crying in their $100 bills, wondering why at Black Eyed Peas is not back out again.
No, they're not.
No.
Well, probably, because Tattoo look like a nigga. Like, look, man, all my money went to Fabergé eggs. I ain't got nothing else in the house right now. Come on, man. Yo, Will, are we going out? I just do this in the background.
Stop it, y'all. Listen, we are time
Hey,
traveling.
can I be Vega again, man?
Stop it, y'all. We are time traveling back to
Kung fu
1980.
moves in the background and kick.
God damn it, D. We are time traveling back to 1987, y'all. We are talking this. I mean, we're talking this
Perfection
movie right here. Pure perfection. Beverly Hills Cop 2.
No, that's why I said. That's why I said perfection. Black Eyed Peas get a time machine, go back to 1987, start making music.
That would be, that would be the thing, CJ. Beverly, if Black Eyed Peas went back in time and they made they made the Axel F theme.
Do they do the soundtrack for Beverly Hills Cop 2?
That'd be the dumbest thing in the world. It'd be also like even taking in the sense of them having, like, if we sit the weekend back there, he's like, okay, I'm about to fuck it up differently for y'all. Like, we can imagine him doing that shit. Will, I think Will's like, so you gonna get a hip hop artist? Nah, get a symphony.
All that to
Beverly Hills.
All that to say, Black Eyed Peas kind of sort of deserve the slander, but not really.
They don't. Fergie doesn't either. But let's just be real. Fergie sucks. Like, look.
Shout out to Josh Duhamel for marrying her.
There is no way of getting around it. Yeah, Fergie. You know what? You got residuals somewhere, so good for you.
Look. She ain't Chanel West Coast, so she's fine. All right.
Who is that?
Oh, she's the one with the annoying laugh.
No. I know who she is, but what is she? Like,
the chick that was part of the Rob Dyrdek crew, basically, and she. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck Rob did. So what the fuck?
Rob is a skateboarder, so he was fine. Yeah. Her. It seems like it's more so social media clout.
So you just be white and just have stragglers with no talent, and they can do shit.
Well, except for Big Black, that's the only one that actually had something worth a damn. So
anyways,
Beverly Hills Cop 2. Two songs pop up to mind with this movie. Shakedown,
of course,
and was it a Patti LaBelle's song?
That was in the first one.
I thought it was in this one.
Her song
played during the chase sequence with the cement truck.
I thought that was a porn assistant, to be honest.
I thought it was porn assistant.
That was porn assistants. Hold up, you know what? We checking this right now. Hold on.
Yeah,
so
please
Beverly
check
Hills
that
Cop
out.
2, starring Eddie Murphy, was a movie that came out in 1987. Eddie Murphy is reprising a role as Axel F. Foley. I know, there's no F there. I just said Axel F. I don't know why. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that is, porn assistants be there.
It was porn assistants.
Porn assistants.
In this movie, is it any different from the first one? Yes, it is different. Except in this one, the captain was shot, and he has to investigate a murder. Well, actually, it wasn't a murder, but Brigitte Nielsen is there.
I will say this.
But this is why I put the subtitle there. Beverly Hills Cop 2. This time it's personal.
Well, I would say this.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the first time personal?
Yes, but this time it's personal.
Even more
again.
personal.
It's even more personal.
No, I'll say this. Getting Tony Scott to direct this movie, the visual style of the movie definitely changed, because the first one had a very gritty visual look to it.
Gritty crime drama, like crime action comedy, but more of like an actual detective film. You know what I mean?
This one had a very flair to it. Like, we're in Beverly Hills now. This LA, it's glitz and glamour and everything about 80. Like, really, it was kind of the time of 87.
It was the height of the 80s.
Yeah.
This was pure 80s action. Guitar riff. 80s. You know what I mean? Thank you. Got the keyboard.
Time out. I'm sorry. I gotta bring that up. That fucking. I swear to God, I gotta bring up that GoldenEye video with the pause screen.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga. Look, no. Real talk. And yes, we will be doing that movie this year. Yes, we will be playing that theme song. But here's the thing that gets me about
Pause
that
menu
song.
goes.
Yo, in my head, I don't know about y'all. Do y'all see the most beautiful of beautiful asses in your head?
Oh,
and
yes.
Going do. That's what I see.
I don't know, man. I get very Red Shoe Diaries vibes from that theme song. I'm just saying.
No, I get
It's like,
Chris.
Chris, like, y'all, it's getting sexy right now. There's a window open. There's a white woman putting on some pantyhose. She's gonna have a dick inside of it in a second. It's gonna be awesome, y'all.
First of all, no, D, you're
Georgia
wrong.
Moroder,
No. First of all, you're wrong, D. It's Red Shoe Diaries. She will be sliding over a dick.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dick does not go in. It slides.
It
slides.
They grind.
It slides. Hovers actually. More a hovering move.
A glorified glide over. A slight glossing over.
Glide over.
Yeah,
glide over. What she gave me a glide, dog. What?
What we forget is that Skinemax shows of that era, they just grind on dick. They don't fuck dick. They just grind.
They hop on dudes waistlines. That's what they do.
I will say this though, before we get back to Beverly Hills Cop 2. I will say this though.
Hey yo, and there's like two. Hold on, real talk. This is Bam territory, but this is why me and Eric need to hurry up and do some of these Skinemax movies. Here's that one Skinemax actress. Her breasts are not big, but they flopped a lot. So every time she bounced, one would like slap her in the forehead. Like
this is why I want us to do Rebecca's Secret, because
yes, we need to quit fucking around.
Because homegirl who plays Rebecca, she breathes in porno.
She breathes in. This is gonna be my shot.
That's how she talks.
I'm above this. I was the Butt Light girl of 1982.
No, here's the sick part about it though, right? Meanwhile, Zane Sex Chronicles, I'm like, did Dick get inserted?
No.
In this scene?
No, it did not.
It
did not. Now that being said, 2 of the cast members got pregnant. One is charging for rape. So
only thing is, all I know is Jerome's Jerry Curl ass from fucking Snowfall was in Zane Sex Chronicles very prominently, and I'm like, did he fuck the shit out of Misty?
He did not. He did not.
No,
he did not. He just did this move.
So he Milli Vanilli'd his way through that show. Is what you're saying?
Man, he nearly
that nigga did the Bernie. He did the Bernie.
He did the Bernie.
He did the Bernie Lomax.
Speaking of which, but no, but going back, there is a very
the low Lomax.
Oh, go ahead.
But going at the visual style of this movie off rip, it very much had a very flashy vibe to it, even down to like the robbery that we see at the beginning of this movie. It's very flashy, straight up.
And that's what I loved about the second one is it's already established as the sequel. It jumps straight into the action.
Yeah, there's no like, you already know who Axel is. We see him driving in the Ferrari. Oh God, I hate the fact that I just finished playing GT7. I have that car.
Yes.
But, so automatically I'm like, it's the Ferrari. I know that car.
Hopping that Ferrari.
Not quite the Testarossa, but
hopping out that Ferrari. I've been on Ferrari on them rough ass Detroit streets. Let's not think. There's a reason. Here's a quick little story. Actually, there used to be a Detroit Grand Prix. Now, why was it canceled? Americans will always been kind of iffy when it comes to racing. But here's the best part: it's because the roads were shit.
Also, we forget this is '87 peak Detroit when America's made cars in the States. It's insane. Great times to live in Detroit. Not so much now.
So get this, dude. Hey Chris, that car that Eddie drives at the beginning of the movie, that is a 1986 Ferrari 328 GTS.
Yes, it is. So good.
And it is every bit beautiful.
Almost spun out in Nuremberg in that fucking car.
Yes, it did.
Hey Chris. All right. Now, Chris, this is petty because it's gonna be real with you. I did not know that Misty Stone was in Zane Sex Chronicles. You goddamn right, I looked it up.
That's it. No, I
Look,
just told you.
No. Yeah, you goddamn right, she was in there. You goddamn right, I looked at it just now. And guess what? He ain't touched none of her. No, he did not have sex with her. No, he not. The conclusion was in. Nowhere close to it. Look. There against the wall. She's all the way up here. His waist is down here. No way.
I don't know, man. He looked like a
good old rated R sex.
Hey, CJ. One other thing. So there were actually two different Ferraris in this movie.
Yes, there
really?
was.
So at one point in the movie, it was a 1978 308 GTS that was supposed to that was supposed to be the double for the 328.
The whole thing is like the backside is weird, but it's different in the front. I'm sorry.
And on top of that, it's although like the shots that they use of the 328, those were filmed in LA, but the ones of the car driving in Detroit, that was actually the 308.
And you know what, it's kind of cool though. This is during that weird time where Detroit is still respected as a big city in America. I'm not bullshitting. If you look at movies throughout the years, you notice that some cities are featured a lot more. Like in the 2000s, you start seeing a lot of movies with New Orleans in it. All of a sudden, and a lot of movies with Atlanta in it all of a sudden because it became cheaper to work to film there or what have you. Same thing for Detroit at one time. It's just funny for me to look back in the 80s, how much like it's Detroit, nigga, like fuck Chicago, Detroit. Like that's the way it looked like back then to me. So
even though there were more Detroit shots in the movie, unlike the first one, they're like real quick, real easy. They're kind of a blinking, you miss it.
It ain't like
I feel like this whole movie was like 90% shot in LA and they only did like a couple shots in Detroit.
Like,
you know what I mean?
It ain't like 4 years earlier when we got Michael Keaton and Mr. Mom, which was prominent in Detroit because that was the whole basis of that movie was like, hey, this guy was a former person. No, not Mr. Mom. It was the other one, Gung Ho, where it was like the Japanese folks were trying to swoop in and take over this Detroit car factory.
And the first time that happened.
Yeah. And that was the whole basis of it. Mike, he was like, hold up. You can't just take over this American factory and think that this is going to work. But that was all in Detroit. Like,
yeah.
And that was heavy on like, Detroit, American muscle and all that stuff.
And then back in the 70s, even with the superhero, come on, remember the Justice League was stationed in Detroit, nigga.
In the background.
Detroit, son, no, real talk. When you really look at it, when it comes to film, television, all that, Detroit has a real history of being shown off. You know what I mean? It's just a real shame. Like by the time the 90s kicked in, you barely seen them in movies. I think outside of Street Kings? I don't think I don't think there was really a big prominent movie in Detroit until probably like the 2010s.
I thought Street Kings was
LA. No, that was LA, was it?
LA, yeah, LA. I'm about to say.
I thought that was Detroit.
Nah, it was the
what's the movie?
Keanu Reeves, The Street Kings. Yeah, that's LA. That's LA.
That was LA.
Because you remember at the end.
Where did the second one take place at then?
Oh, Street Kings 2. I never seen Street Kings 2, so
it must have been Street Kings.
So it's probably Street Kings in Detroit. Because the only reason why I know Street Kings was LA is because the ending where he rolled up to the Hollywood Hills and Forrest Whitaker was like, see, all the money's in the walls. And that's a wild movie, by the way.
And let's not forget about 8 Mile. Okay, guys.
Yeah, 8 Miles Detroit. That's the 2000s.
All right, Detroit is listen, guys. Detroit is known for a couple of things: 8 Mile, Beverly Hills Cop, cars, and
RoboCop.
Titties.
And RoboCop.
No. Never mind RoboCop. Titties.
Let me tell you something about ladies. Everybody that's looking at the podcast right now. I mean, yes, looking at this show right now.
Looks like STDs, but
I'm gonna tell you something right now. He said she could suck a what? Earth?
Okay, the line
all through
the line. No, Chris. Let me specify. The line in question is she could suck a golf ball through 20 feet of garden hose.
Good Lord.
Let me tell you something.
You got that, guys?
Now let me tell you something. This is 1987's equivalent of when you nut and she keeps sucking.
That's right.
I mean, there's
Now,
plenty of porn stars that fit that bill, but we're not going to go into that because this is not the
oh
damn
yeah,
podcast for that.
Eric, put it back up one more time though.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a bam line. This is actually truth. Y'all got it? Nice little titty. Now, she's either passed away or she's a grandma. Moving on.
Them shits is hitting her knees at this point.
Oh man, either she had to cut one off or they just.
That also being said, guys, Eddie Murphy responded in the best Eddie Murphy response ever, which was, "I'm very impressed. Could you please move over?" My man was on his purpose.
I like how he sat there and was like,
I
like how he sat there. He's like, the bitch don't look too happy. But anyways,
no, that was good. That was great. But I love the line before that. Where you find that bitch? She ain't happy.
Yeah. She ain't happy. And just kept moving. So basically, the Axel is up to his usual shenanigans. Whereas the first movie, he was trying to go deep undercover for some cigarettes, because that was the big thing. Cigarettes is the thing that's going to capture criminals. This time around, it's counterfeit credit cards.
Yeah, that's right. That one thing that's going all over America. Credit cards. Here,
American Express credit card.
Well, I mean, that was the overarching plot of Mo Money, guys. You remember?
Yes, it was. It was.
Who
credit card fraud?
Who would have thought 87 into 92? This was still going.
And who would have thought that 3 Black Geeks actually did that several years ago? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Go down to 3 Black Geeks on Lifeson and on Spotify and just search Mo Money and 3 Black Geeks. You're going to find that goddamn podcast. You're going to say, God damn, y'all been on here a long time.
Yes, we have.
All I'm saying is that was lucrative. Can't do that credit card fraud shit in 2000s now. That shit's like a 5-minute plot.
Yes,
like,
you can.
5-minute plot.
Oh, yes, you can.
That's a 5-minute plot.
It's a 5-minute plot, though. Yeah, you're right. It's a 5-minute plot.
It's a 5-minute plot. That is hold on.
You have to hit it and hit it quick.
No, guys. That is a YouTube short film.
No, that's a half-hour Black Lightning plot right there.
It's like this. Y'all got it. You have
and Lala still gets killed over it.
You have exactly like 2 weeks before they fuck your shit up. So I suggest you buy everything day one and then throw that card into the sewer.
You gotta step it up and do like Cash App scams and shit. That could fill a whole hour on Law and Order.
Yeah, it could. Or let's just take it back to 2 years ago. Hey Chris, check this out. It's called a PPP loan. It's simple, man. It is real simple.
Hold up. Can I take it back? Hold on. Can I take it back to last year? Guys, it's called an NFT.
I'm waiting for Ice-T on Law and Order to be like, so yeah, this NFT is part of this murder. You don't understand.
Niggas got killed over a picture.
Wait a minute. Look, both of y'all don't.
You guys both
of y'all don't watch Law and Order, so I can do it perfectly. So you mean to tell me that this whole murder is over a picture?
No, it's like when it's like
he's like, yeah, that's not a picture, that's NFT. Looks like a cow having sex with a pole. I don't understand technology. He says that every season.
Hold on, wait, D, hold on. Notice the Ice-T line that I went with was him midway through the episode already.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like when he sat there.
At that point, he has knowledge. He has knowledge.
We're at the end of the second act.
It was like when all of us were sitting. It was like we were all sitting on Twitter. We were all sitting on Twitter and we were cracking up on Ice-T literally looking befuddled, having to say, so this is what Gamergate is. I think that's Ice-T's legit like conundrum.
It took me 3 years to watch that episode. Is it a good episode?
It's stupid.
It's not a great one. Look, let me put it this way. It's not great. Oh, it's definitely worth watching because here's the funny thing. While it gets everything wrong, it predicted everything afterwards. It's amazing.
Ice-T looked like he did not want to be any parts of this shit like gaming. What the fuck is this?
Man, that was one of those straight for the headlines ones that they get and that the writers got give them like, all right, guys, this week. Gamergate. It's one of like, wait a minute, ain't that the thing with the guy? Oh God, this is a real one, isn't it?
But no, Axel is out here trying to bust a $2,000 on a credit card scam, and he's like, all right, be here in 3 hours. All right, 3 hours. Here's the thing.
Did you like how he low key reenacted his 48 hours character?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, 48 hours came out a couple years before this, right?
Yeah,
and I love Eddie Murphy, but
because another 48 came out after this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy truly only has 3 different voices. So yeah.
Except for Coming to America, where it's like, he branched out a little bit.
No, Eddie is super talented. Can do any type of voice. If you really want to be honest, he had 3 defaults, so it's really easy to understand who he is.
Meanwhile, Chris Rock only has 1 default.
Ironically, only one.
Ironically, all 3 for Eddie Murphy are cops.
Man. Here's a person that can get away with the default. Bernie Mac, because I swear to God, head of state, when he slapped them people, I'm like, that's default Bernie Mac.
That's default Bernie Mac.
That's the best part of that movie. He was like, sir, I came.
Bernie Mac.
Bam!
That was that Bernie Mac was the same Bernie Mac that was in House Party 3. That default Bernie Mac.
Like, who you with?
Even Def Jam's How to Be a Why did I say Def Jam's How to Be a Player?
That's the title. Def Jam's How to Be a Player.
That's the title. You say it by its whole title, not just half, all of it.
It's kind of like me saying
Def
Barry Gordy's The
Jams.
Last Dragon, and I feel sick to my stomach that I have to recognize Barry Gordy.
Hey yo, shout outs to the 53-year-old nigga named Steve that got to do the motherfucking panel for that next year at BlurCon.
They're gonna
so
jump on.
You know what he's gonna say, right? So we're gonna watch Barry Gordy's The Last. You can just say Last Dragon. Steve, Steve, you're listening to me, right? You could just say Last Dragon.
So D, when
you say Wu-Tang presents Ghost Dog, do you do that? Because I'm pretty sure you probably do.
D, when you get a random, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Dragon vinyl thrown at your head, I'm just gonna duck.
First off,
I'm just gonna duck.
First off, let me make it very clear.
I'm gonna catch it because that soundtrack.
I know, right?
That's what I'm about to say. Let me make this very clear. I don't like it. I don't like it, but that's a soundtrack that you need to keep around. That's a good one. That's a good one. Second of all, why y'all getting mad at me? Because second y'all gonna throw it, you gonna come over there. Yeah, man. So you know how I get, man. You know how I be, man. So what y'all gonna do, Luke Cage, man? What y'all gonna do like the superheroes? I know, you know what I mean.
And then here's me. You don't watch us.
Oh, no. And look, and for anybody that's older than us, if I'm making fun of you, yeah, I'm making fun of you. You got that. All of y'all the same. Kung Fu action comics, all y'all the same. It's easy to track y'all. All of y'all were born in 1970. We know how all of y'all act. It was cool. It's cool. That's why we doing movies like this. And that's why Chris's Vanity was one of the best women ever. And that's why I say Apollonia wasn't shit.
And then I have to cut.
That's why.
Now.
Look, and that's why Eris in a couple minutes is going to talk about. I don't like her, but I'll climb that tall bitch named Brigitte.
All right, so let's get
the elephant.
Let's go ahead and get this out the way.
Let's talk about Bridget Nielsen.
Look at that Schwarzenegger haircut, my nigga.
So here's the thing, Bridget Nielsen. It's interesting. Bridget Nielsen, to this day, I think when Flavor of Love hit. When she hooked up with Flavor Flav after that season of what the fuck was the name of that show that they were on?
It was on there was Flavor of Love. It was Strange.
No. I'm talking about the reality show that they did together before it spun off into
not Reality House, past whatever.
The Surreal Life.
The
Surreal Life. And I remember seeing Bridget Nielsen, like she's just like an old girl from Weird Science, where it's like she didn't age that bad.
Are you sure? I thought Brigitte looked like she got hit with a bag of bricks. Then, like 3 seasons later,
I would say
no. D, no. When she first showed up on the Surreal Life, yeah, the bag of bricks called time and gravity.
Yeah. It didn't hit.
It's amazing. It wasn't like it was a long time between when she was hot and then. That's just weird to me. White people age like fucking Captain Crunch and milk. I don't understand.
No, but shout outs to her though. Despite how old she is, she had a kid a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I will give Brigitte Nielsen this, man. She survived, man. I think a lot of people still, a lot of people have love for her. I think a lot of a lot of actors in the 80s didn't realize how iconic they actually were. You know what I mean?
But dude, when she
And
popped up in Creed 2, I remember the audience like, oh shit, Bridget Nielsen. Like, goddamn.
it is funny because when the Surreal Life came out, guess what? Everybody was like, oh, she's over the hill. She's washed up. This, that. You do realize
Everybody said that about everybody in that
everybody
damn house.
on this show. Everybody on that show. How look, it's like this. Eric Estrada getting that shit. Eric like, yeah, I ain't this shit. See, Eric can be there.
Even dude from fucking the Brady Bunch, Christopher Knight, he was getting
Christopher
shit.
Knight was Christopher Knight. Look, okay, yeah, he can get it. Yeah, okay, I ain't.
I mean, look, he hooked up with old girl from America's Top Model that season too, because she was like, I like that dude from the Brady Bunch.
But that's the thing that killed me though. You have Brigitte Nielsen there who wasn't 7 years removed from her last big movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's a hag.
I don't know. It's weird because it's like
it's stupid. And the crazy is so it's stupid. Eris, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you say it real quick. It's just stupid how Hollywood treated women then, and it's real stupid how they still treat them today. It's just amazing that there's been change, but not as much change. That's
I would say
weird,
something.
man.
I would say something that started. I want to say like the late 70s, well into the 80s, carried over into the 90s, definitely. And like you said, still carries on to this day. Perception is a motherfucker, isn't it?
But the crazy part was like, the crazy part is that everybody thought that like her and Flav was bullshit, but Flav was like, no, that shit was fucking legit. Chaotic as it was, it was both legit.
A lot of y'all need to know how chaotic it was. It doesn't make you when you know two things don't match and yet they're having sex. That's God going, no, I did not want this.
They had legit fun.
And let's also keep it a full stack and a half. Flavor Flav got with Brigitte Wilson. That's, you know what that means. We all had a shot.
I guess.
I'm saying willing. If you were into it.
No, D got one objection.
You went from
look, Eris. Look, the reason why I say no is because of this. None of us wrote 911 is a joke.
Oh, fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Come on, get down.
911
joke in your town.
Remember my favorite joke in that old song. Ha ha ha! Very funny, motherfucker.
Yeah. But no,
it's weird. It is weird that she was hot.
She was the same year. The same year this movie came out, she was in Playboy magazine.
Yes,
that's what's wild about it, nigga. Then a year later, she did The Women. 2 years before that, she remember when she did Rocky IV. Everything was like, oh, who is this? Who is this? And then she did Red Sonja.
Well, she did Red Sonja before this, but still,
she was like,
which was hilarious in my opinion because I think around that time she was dating Schwarzenegger, and then she went to Stallone.
No, this was after because remember, she was dating Stallone after. Wait a minute, hold on.
During Cobra.
Actually, during Cobra, yeah.
Which makes a poster appearance in this movie.
You know what? Aaron, show that. Yeah. Tell the people at home why.
All right.
Is there it is a still shot for 2.5 seconds of this too.
It is okay. So I'm gonna bring it up. Interesting story. There's not only one but two Stallone posters in Rosewood's apartment. In his apartment, he has this one here, Cobra, and Taggart is sitting on his couch, and behind Taggart was the Rambo 2 poster. So if you're wondering, Stallone is a fan of Rambo, which of course at that time when you watch this movie, you automatically say, all right, like dude loves Rambo. Boom, moving on, right? Fun fact. So this dates all the way back to 84. Just 2 years prior, the studio, when they were putting together the idea for Beverly Hills Cop 1, Eddie Murphy was not the original choice. I'm pretty sure I said this before,
Mhm.
but Eddie Murphy was not the original choice for the main character of Axel Foley. Their main character choice was Sylvester Stallone. The whole story, everything behind it was going to be about him. The movie was much like what we got, was supposed to be an action comedy. Stallone took the script, went back, rewrote everything, got rid of all the comedy, and gave the studio this super dark, gritty version of Beverly Hills Cop. The studio didn't like it. They disagreed and said, "Nah, we're keeping the comedy. You know, you can do something else with this, but we're not going to do it." He didn't want to play the role of Axel, so he dropped out of the project. Fast forward 2 years later, and he puts out a little movie called Cobra. And the entire plot from beginning to end is what became his Beverly Hills Cop. Takes place in LA, just like Beverly Hills Cop, but it's a very dark and gritty movie. And that's why his poster makes an appearance in this movie, because I believe the director, didn't the director for Beverly Hills Cop 2, didn't he work on Cobra, if I'm not mistaken?
Tony Scott.
Let me see.
Yeah, Tony Scott.
I just want to double check.
I don't think Tony Scott did.
He was either a fan of it or he did something with it. Let me see something here. Tony Scott.
Tony Scott did Top Gun. That was the reason why he got tapped for Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Okay, he did Top Gun.
Yeah.
So let me see here. So
which is why the visual style of Top Gun kind of comes into Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Yeah. God, it's so funny because both of these movies, they're like parallels of each other.
Yeah.
Like Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Cobra. Hell, the whole series is literally a parallel of both movies.
Pretty much. I mean,
I'm actually about to look it up right now. So funny because not only does he use characters from the movie, you know, like both movies were, both actors were in 2 different movies. Like Bridget Nielsen, she was in both Cobra and Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, of course.
Let me see.
But I will say this: like her presence in this movie is funny to me because I think it's this
George P. Cosmatos. Yeah.
How are you robbing places and you're featured prominently as the tall blonde shooting out cameras?
Well,
like no mask, just
I can answer it. I can answer that. D, just you said the excuse was very simple. 9 foot tall. I'm sorry, 6 foot tall blondes practically grow on trees in California.
True. That's
now, even though the witnesses ID,
even though the witnesses tall chick, what are you doing here? I play basketball at UCLA.
Even though witnesses, even though the witnesses ID'd a 6 foot tall blonde, and like in the middle of the shootout, it again that could be easily dismissed. You can be like, all right, whatever.
But it's a very precision team.
A 6 foot tall blonde woman. Okay.
But I was getting I know GTA 5 definitely got their inspiration from this movie a little bit, because especially the jewelry robbery at the beginning of this reminds me of the actual jewelry robbery from GTA 5 that you have to do on one of the missions.
It would have surprised me if they got some inspiration from it.
Oh yeah, I mean GTA 5, the jewelry robbery part of that game.
Yeah,
they're counting off the time.
Mm-hmm.
The game itself is nostalgia. Well, sorry, wannabe nostalgia of the 80s with Michael.
Yep.
You know, he knows that his glory days were definitely the 80s. So it makes sense. It makes sense that that game would draw its inspiration from this, that particular heist in the movie.
And when you but then again you look at the last heist in there, you're like, oh, that's fucking Heat. That's Heat. They got that from Heat.
Also, Italian Job in one of the missions too.
Yeah, one of them is an Italian Job. One of the other missions was another. One of the other missions, one of the old 1970s like getaway movies. I forgot the name of it, man.
Well, I mean, GTA 5, it definitely is like very much nostalgic because they give you so many options.
Even with this, there's a not even with the connection, but What's so funny with this is when Axel gets down there because when he gets down there, the first person that's excited to see him is Eris's boy, Rosewood.
Yes.
Rosewood is like, just all right, Axel.
Well, we have to set the tone for this too. Number one, Axel is already number one, getting on expected tires and nerves because that Ferrari didn't come cheap. That was about, according to Axel, it wasn't $50,000.
Yeah, it wasn't $50,000.
$64,000 in blue. Because again, when this is a legit thing. If you're doing stuff like this, you do have to kind of ticket it off to the police. Like, yo, we're spending funds for this shit. Like, yo, $1,000 for the suit.
I okayed this.
Yeah, I okayed this. This is my ass. If you don't bring something results from this,
look. I just think about saying, don't think, Axel. It make my dick itch.
Which, by the way, gentlemen, you know what I also loved about that?
What?
Hold on. You want to know what I really loved about that? We got through nearly 2 hours of this movie. We never did find out what happened to that credit card case.
Nah. Well, Axel ends up like
I'm just gonna assume Paul Reiser
solved the
did
case.
what Axel wanted me to do. I'm just gonna assume.
I don't think so. How the hell? No. Because first of all, how the hell was he able to crack that case in 2 days?
No, he did. He was busy fucking. He was busy fucking on hookers in the back seat. All right, man.
He was.
Also, I think this is like outside of Aliens, Paul Reiser really knows how to play the very like everyman, funny man type person very well.
Yeah, yes and no. I think that's the reason why Mad About You survived for so long, and I'm not even being funny with that. I really there was actual charm to him. Women liked him.
It's the Steve Gutenberg effect. It's like,
and I think we mentioned that last when we did Beverly Hills Cop 1. I think we did mention that. Here's a bit of a Gutenberg-esque type quality. Is it because he's a Jew?
Yeah, but it's that.
I ain't saying no. I'm not saying no to that, but
it's the funny man aspect and stuff. I mean, you even got some black actors that have that Gutenberg charm.
But
to them that's funny.
But I think it's just more so like that I was being funny. It could be because he's Jewish and they got that similarities. This same type of person. That's like saying God, I can't think of no two actors right now. But that's like saying if like a white person seeing Romeo off of Steve Harvey and then seeing Dion Richmond and saying, they're the same person.
No, they're not.
Sure. I mean, I know what you're talking about. That's kind of how I
Dion Richmond to me is more Gutenberg charm than anything. It's like versus.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I think so.
You sure about that? Sure about that? Because if he did, he have a career right now.
Okay, so Merlin Santana. Merlin Santana has more of a Gutenberg charm, except he's also cute at the same time.
Man, I wish Merlin Santana, like I said, rest in peace to that brother. I love him. I loved him to death, man. What up? Yeah,
but Tyler Perry. Hey, look, Tyler Perry would have tapped him for a ton of stuff.
He would have been a superstar right now, nigga.
Merlin Santana, the guy you get when Michael B. Jordan says he's too busy.
Man,
Michael would have been delayed a year and a half. Michael would have got right. Look, actually, Michael probably would have got caught. No. Actually, no. It would have been the other way. He would have. Santana would have caught them fucking leg sweep from Michael B. Jordan. That's how it would have been. It would have been the other way around.
Merlin Santana took the career of Eris's boy that played Mini Mike in Moonwalker.
He did. Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon snatched his career.
Gone.
Yeah, you're a lovely 10-year-old. That's the end of you.
But I was in a Cosby Show. Doesn't matter. You're done.
You were in you were in a mega pop stars fantasy movie. This is gonna be all we're gonna see of.
And then Merlin Santana unfortunately died, and then Enrico Lee came in and was like, "Got your career, dog." And I love Enrico Lee. Enrico Lee was in that same class with Merlin Santana being in those shows, and then he just like, all right, bet I can take this.
If you think so,
I think so personally.
Who's the nigga that was like 29 years old, even though he was still playing 21-year-old niggas? He was in Juice.
Raheem.
Yeah, he played Raheem in Juice. Yeah,
he's still doing.
He's in that same class of them.
He's doing the
He's in that exact same class as them.
he's actually doing the Hallmark Channel holiday film
Yes, he is.
circuit.
I knew that. I actually knew that.
Perfection. He is perfecting that very much well.
Yes, he is. I was looking at him because my mother-in-law, she loves those movies. And apparently she was watching it and
You know what? Good job playing the black guy that happens to be in love with the black lawyer that's too busy with work and needs to find love.
It's always a black lawyer, hairdresser.
That's too busy with life.
Hold on. My favorite one. I'm a wedding planner, but I can't find love.
The sick part is
I always plan people's best day, but when am I going to plan my own?
And that's when Shelly ran into the construction worker named Mike. Hey, I'm walking over here.
Nah, this is the best one, y'all. This the best one.
So kiss me.
No, this the best one. This the best. This the best one. This the best one. A black executive that has never been to a black barbecue.
Oh.
Man, I don't know how to be here. Man, you all look. No, hold on. I'm playing the best friend. Oh, yo, you telling me you never been to a black barbecue? Oh, sucky now.
Cut to
Bro,
everybody.
Gotta come.
Cut to the next scene. Everybody doing electric slide. They're sitting off like.
Hold on, Chris. This is a Hallmark movie. A mild version.
Very mild.
They're
not using any of the songs, but they're doing it.
You know how the old woman got the little when it hit back.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing it. Nobody's being flashy with it, swinging their legs.
No cha-cha slide, nothing that shit. Damn.
Nobody's sweating. Not a girl that's bigger than everybody out moving nobody. No.
None of that going on. We'll go back to the movie. Like, it's funny. Axel gets to the place that he's supposed to meet the credit card dude to do like maybe 5 minutes early. Has to be like, got here early. All of a sudden, happens to hear his boy get shot. Which, funny enough, it is the most calculated. Again, these are very calculated criminals. They already know this motherfucker ran through their fucking business operation because he did his daily jog and was like, look at this dirt. It's very suspicious around here.
Because he technically got a tip about that oil field. So he went to go check it out.
And my man had the binoculars and and you're a dead man. As soon as you see a guy 50 feet away on a hill looking at you with binoculars, you're dead. Sorry. Those are rules. Yes. Those are the rules.
But before we get to the part of how he gets shot in the first place, I want to go back to the police station. Which, by the way, shout outs to that exterior shot of the Los Angeles the Los Angeles Police Department. I love that exterior shot because real talk, that is not a real police station. It is not.
I like how me and Chris just shook our hands at the same time.
It is not a police station. In fact, just to prove to you that shit ain't real, that same police station was used in Last Action Hero.
Somewhere a Blue Lives Matter guy is pissed off that Eris is debunking his myth in his head.
Hey, look. I had my high school myth.
Debunked.
I've had my high school myth debunked when I saw Clueless. All right, leave me alone.
Yo,
nobody's safe.
You said the Blue Lives Matter guy. You know the Blue Lives Matter guy's like, actually it doesn't because he's a master and also know when buildings are made. Yeah, because the buildings that they have for police precincts, they wouldn't be this structure. You know what I mean? First off, you want to make sure your cells are in one place of the. Anyway, using industry terms you don't understand.
Inside,
I love it when white people do that. They just start saying industry terms like you don't know what that means, do you? You just think it's important.
but getting back to the movie. So we're inside the police station and we're seeing how it's all a political game now out here in 1987.
No more doing actual police work.
Everything
we're doing this through politics.
Oh yeah.
I like seeing how this is actually a Jerry Bruckheimer film. We're all going to do this in a stylish looking LAPD.
Everybody wearing suits.
First of all, freaking Lutz is introduced to this movie. This guy was not in the first one. He gets introduced to the second one, and you want to talk about one of the most abusive, power hungry bosses anyone has ever had.
He's like the polar opposite of Inspector Todd. Inspector Todd, we get why he's hard nosed, because he's about, hey, get the fucking work done, basically. Right?
Also he's a black cop, so at any moment they're about to fire him.
Yeah. I mean, he tells Axel. He did tell Axel that,
time.
like, yo, he told Axel, like, dog, if you don't get this fucking credit card shit, it's gonna be my. Actually, no. Funny thing is, I love how he said it. Yo, I'm gonna throw your ass under the bus. I'm trying to save my ass.
I'm gonna start covering my ass. See, that's the other big difference between him and Lutz. Todd will actually cover and protect Axel because he knows Axel is a good cop. You got hold on. You have Taggart, a whole ass sergeant, and you got Rosewood, two really good cops. You shit on them every chance that you get.
First off, let's be real. Taggart, as we find out, his wife pretty much left him.
Taggart's dick doesn't work.
I mean, I could tell Taggart was going
face. I'm keeping a straight face with that.
I mean,
it screams.
I'm jumping ahead on. I'm jumping ahead on
that he had one bad night, snapped on his wife, they didn't have sex for 6 months. Now they got a divorce.
I mean, I'm jumping ahead here. He gets his wife comes back to him at the end, but the one significant moment that you knew something was up when he falls into the pool and he has to change and he puts on the most whitest golf attire ever, and Rosewood looking at him just laughing like, the fuck?
He's dying.
You're just dying inside. Like, come on, guys, it's pretty sniffy, huh?
Bro, it's pretty snazzy, yeah.
I was like, Axel, I got no words. But no, he like this was a real heated moment because, dude, how you gonna tell the captain? First of all, he asked the captain, did you know that Rosewood contacted somebody in the FBI?
No. It was, did you know the FBI was involved and Rosewood covered for Godwin? Like, did I say God? That
was Ronnie Cox's character. That was Bogomil.
No, yeah, Bogomil. Yeah, Rosewood was like, "No, I called the FBI," and then that's when he, like you said, he asked him, "Like, did you authorize?
Like, did you know that he even did it in the first place?"
No, but
that's beside the point.
But instincts, instincts. Fuck your instincts, you're out. I'm like, God damn! Like
my man said, you are due for a review board in 2 days. You got 2 days.
Get your shit and get the fuck out. I'm like, God damn! Like,
and, you know, and shout out to Bogomil for saying, I'm gonna fight you on this.
You know that RoboCop, that the boldness of his RoboCop persona was not there in that scene.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't.
That's because that's because in RoboCop he was very unassuming at that time.
Well, until the dude disrespected him in the bathroom.
Yep.
He was like, you know what? I was going.
RoboCop.
He's like, I was going to let you live, young blood, but then you had to disrespect me. So
no, see, first of all, you had to make the motherfuckers gloss over my Ed 209 project for your RoboCop bullshit.
To be fair, I would have disrespected him like, dog, that Ed 209 ain't shit, dog. Sorry.
It's a motherfucker. Motherfucker, your Ed 209 killed somebody in a boardroom meeting.
Dude, did you see?
You have no excuse.
Did you see what that motherfucker did? It's like we released it out. He's like, come on, motherfucker. You saw the stop motion animation. You knew what that thing was about.
Like, hold up. We're in a boardroom meeting and the man put the gun down. How are you going to explain that?
First off, I'd be that one asshole. You could have just combat rolled on the Ed 209's leg and you'd be fine, right?
even if he did do that, CJ, let's be real. Ed 209 emptied both clips.
At least if he roll cancel underneath the leg, he had a fighting chance of running away.
Oh no, I always thought if you had a running start and drop kick the Ed 209, you can actually might get the thing go like just go off balance just a little.
What Poe juke him like in Kung Fu Panda? Like,
no. See, guys, you guys are overthinking this. You know how you stop Ed 209? Just go to a flight of stairs.
Yo, RoboCop really did get his ass on that one. Like,
just get to a flight of stairs.
See the Murphy eye poke through that fucking thing, like. All right. Yo, Murphy really was out trying to make sure this motherfucker fell down the stairs and cut to the eye.
Seriously, that's his one. Like Anto and I will look at it. Stairs, my only weakness.
Ah!
Oh no, something's going downward in a step motion.
but no. Seriously, when he's
Bogomil really did look
Bo-
pissed off. Like, goddamn.
he was legit pissed. I mean, you would be too.
Also, look at the car he was driving. I'd be pissed too. I'm not saying he had to drive a
Shut
Ferrari,
up,
but
Chris.
goddamn, dude, like can't get a Honda Civic, can't get
Say
Corolla.
nigga. Nobody gonna wear it.
This is 87. Everybody was running them damn big bodies.
My man was rocking the fucking family big body, like goddamn, like just. Then again, his daughter did say when Axel's asking
On
her
a
about
cop
playing,
salary,
investments, investments on a cop salary. I was like, damn, even cop salaries were shit in the 80s. Like, goddamn. Like,
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
So
I couldn't tell from Rosewood's fucking salary. This motherfucker had like plants, animals,
That's
and
because
everything.
Rosewood is a single white male
yes, he is.
Okay, fair
in the
enough.
middle of the 80s
With
Fair
options.
that doesn't have a drug problem.
With
Of
options.
course he has all that in his
His
house.
vices is plants and animals. That's it.
Plants. No, hold on. Plants, animals, and my nigga.
Guns.
Where you get the guns from?
He goes to gun shows every weekend.
You trying too hard. That's a nigga that goes to the evidence locker and takes one a week. No one noticed.
No one notices.
Yo,
Big shootout takes place. No one's gonna miss one.
dude, the running joke, another
Oh,
running
so
joke in this
awesome.
movie is Axel and Taggart looking at Rosewood like, dog, we gotta talk, man.
We gotta talk.
Nah, my
It's-
favorite one
no,
was
see-
they were running.
No, see,
But-
what I loved about Billy Rosewood and why he's my favorite character throughout this entire movie, the character development for Rosewood is just beautiful.
He was very straight laced in the first movie, and
was.
Axel rubbed off on him to where
Mhm.
in the second movie he was showing the fuck out.
no,
Yeah,
see,
because
he
in the
wasn't-
second
hold
one he
on,
was
hold on,
literally
wait.
because remember in this movie he was literally like, all right,
No,
I'm
see,
gonna turn up with him.
no. See, listen. Let me tell you something. This is where it starts. The whole thing started right here.
Look at that face. Look at that face. That's a face of saying, this fucking guy, right?
Which it started. Hold on. This is the turning point. This was the moment right there. Look at
Oh.
Rosewood's face when Axel first arrives and he's getting questioned by
I Wishbone, Johnny
But it is
Wishbone.
when we see
Johnny Wishbone.
when we see Johnny Wishbone, Rosewood has already got the gears turning in his head. Like, all right, this is the setup. This is definitely the
All right.
setup. And the moment Axel figured out the shell casing from from this shot right here, when he points out the shell casing and says, "Hey, like this is from bro, this is a freaking mag auto shell casing. They don't even make this anymore because they're too expensive. They cut it down so it fits a 44 mag, but this shit comes from a rifle, like an automatic weapon." All right, let's find out who makes this shit. There's only one person in LA that can make something like this. Rosewood already got the green light.
You already know that. Guns? Come on.
He's got the green light. He got the green light. And
This
said,
is
all
the
right,
day that we've been like I'm
I've been
like
waiting for this my
you gotta think
entire
about
career."
if you're Rosewood. I'm a white man in 1988 with a badge.
87.
Fuck all of you. You better be glad I'm not a monster. Like, yo,
So when they
Billy was with the shits. The second he saw Axel, he was like, somebody's getting blown up. Or we're
no,
gonna go
we're-
fishing. It's
no,
also
no.
going fishing with him.
It's either two things. We're either gonna go fishing or we're gonna have fun.
Like I said, yeah, that's why
We're-
we're like, oh, we're
yeah,
having fun.
We're having fun in Beverly Hills.
Hey, look,
Hold on. For the next 2 days, we
No,
are
we had-
having nothing but fun.
when he had his hands on the hips right there, we're like, we're about to have fun. And at the very least, we're going fishing. Fuck yeah.
Like all we gotta do is just
What I'm trying to say
all we
is
gotta do is
he's
just
happy.
all we have to do is just get Taggart to get on board. Taggart
Also-
gets on board. Oh, we're in.
I mean, Taggart was already pissed off at Lutz, so he was already with the shits.
He was
Again,
he was very reluctant to do it. And
Again,
then finally
again.
pushed over the edge.
I mean, I did find the one part that was funny to me though, when they had that shootout in front of the strip club, and I like how Lutz was like, what the fuck are y'all doing here? Well, I live around the corner, sir. So he was there, and he's like, all right, y'all were off duty. He's like, you're supposed to be doing traffic duty. He's like, well, to be fair,
this is traffic.
this is traffic duty. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I would have said the same thing too. Like, I mean, technically, this is traffic, sir.
It's like we just happen to be in the area. Never mind what, like don't even bother asking why is everybody looking at me and calling me President Ford.
No, they don't. Like, all right, now there's something we need to bring up, and it's that tongue of Eddie Murphy's. See, there's something that you notice in this movie when it comes to the hustling that Eddie does in this movie. It becomes very, very apparent.
The finesse.
You could just fucking lie back in the day. Before the internet was there, lying was a tool. Okay, I'm just letting all of you know that lying was an effing tool. And for whatever reason, like the whole little hustling thing he got is cool because that same type of acting went to Chris Tucker, and that same type of acting went over to Kevin Hart. That same type of look, man. I'm gonna talk fast to you real quick so you can understand what I'm doing. You want to say, look, no. I can't believe this. He did not come over here. The whole place is messed up. Now everybody gotta leave. Yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody gotta leave. I'm sorry. I don't understand it. And look, I'm gonna call everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. And everybody leave. He does the thing. That's always been a thing.
When you
Chris Tucker does that really good too, man.
When you talk fast and loud, it takes it like basically it takes the entire situation and just diffuses everything. Everybody is so confused, but at the same time so convinced by what they're.
Then you got to bring in real life, like in Eris's favorite line for Chris Tucker. Oh man, I came over here, my baby and shit all over the place.
No. It was. Hold up. You think I came down here for nothing? Like you got some gas money? You gonna give me some gas money? You got $5 on you? Will you please go upstairs and tell Mr. Jones how to get his ass down?
No, it's like when he sees his boy earlier, like the same guy that fucked up the damn cigarette shit in the first movie.
Hey, I know who you are. No, this guy's a cop. I know people. I was a Muslim. I knew what I spent.
So you know what? Yeah, I got the money. I do the deal, but I want to do a deal in front of this guy. I'm out.
This is my please, motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Now I'm gonna do everything. I was a Muslim. I know what I spent. Yep.
Abu Akbar. I'm out.
Man said that is pork. That is pork over here.
I like how the dude was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Hey," and just walks off.
My man said he was like, "He can't be a cop. He's my cousin." He said, "That motherfucker's Dirty Harry."
Dirty Harry over here.
He said, "I don't know if he's bad luck for you, but he is bad luck for me."
It's like my ass is in jail too. He's like, "Hey, wait a while."
Hold up. Also, here's something else that's interesting. When dude said that I recognized you, I almost got busted or whatever for the cigarettes. He said last week.
He did not say last week.
He did. He said last week.
I looked at the subtitles. He didn't say last week.
No, but he did say that this had to have been like over the course of 2 weeks or some shit.
He must have got out of jail because he did say he was in jail. So I'm assuming he got out of jail last week.
He said he got busted, but he did say last week. When he mentioned last week, I was like, hold up. Did this shit really take place? Like, does the second movie really pick up like a week later?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
I'm gonna go with the idea of this real talk. I'm gonna go out there. You probably misheard that. I'm gonna go there because it's nowhere in the world.
Because even the subtitles never said last week and stuff. That's
the subtitles. Like, if we watch it on the same thing, the subtitles were doing that anyway, man. So they do the thing where they catch all of it except like they catch 99% of it except that 1%.
The smoothness of Bogomil getting capped was just like perfect. You got Bridget Nielsen following him in the Benz and then driving fast in front of him, speeding up like 2 miles ahead of him. She parks on the side, making it seem as though her car is something's wrong with it. Bogomil ends up stopping, which I'm like, what if he didn't stop for her?
Well, let's just be honest. Long legs, LA. Yeah.
I guess.
I love LA. We love it.
Do. But like he stops and she was like, yeah, I think something wrong with it. It's just not starting and stuff. And he takes off the jacket. And I'm like, oh, he didn't have
okay, my mistake.
Okay.
That was my mistake.
Yeah.
He said but when he said that day, that's what it was. My mistake.
Bro. Did she slides in that motherfucking letter?
yo, that's when he knew he was done. He was like, the fuck?
And he goes, who are you? Now, this is something I wanted to ask both of y'all. What is it about 80s action movies. Hits, fucking assassination hits at point blank range, and not a single vital kill shot.
I think it's the excitement of shooting the shooting, and you're not.
I get it.
Because
I
we ain't
get it.
talking.
You're in a car. I get
Yeah.
it. You're in a car. You're moving, but your target is right.
Because we're not talking like Ricky from Boys in the Hood, where that nigga had like
All he
5
had to
minutes to
do-
aim and shoot.
We're all no, and all Ricky had to do was literally go left or right.
Yeah,
over
zigzag.
Or jump over a fence.
That's what I said. Go left or right over
Yeah.
the damn fence.
Worst case, he gets nicked in the leg. All right, you don't have an NFL career, but you're still alive and you're going to college. All right, you got a 770 on your
They
SATs.
bleed.
You're getting.
Like,
no,
yeah,
nigga,
bleed,
no,
yeah,
nigga,
bleed.
you grow up
You're
and you
not
become a coach.
You're not bleeding on their couch.
You're just coaching at Morehouse at that point when you graduate. You're not playing for
I'm
Morehouse.
sorry. Hey, Chris, bring it in. Bring it in. Ricky, a nigga that obviously tries to date the older seniors in high school. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's one of them coaches. Like, I love Coach Ricky. I bet. Oh yeah. Look. I love Coach Ricky. Here's one of the teachers. Girls, don't be hanging around here.
Dude, like Ricky.
Come on. Ricky's a nigga that was going to college, NFL, all that, got shot in the leg because we told him to jump over the fence. He could have just died. We told him to jump
Ricky
over
literally had Ricky really would have had an end credits thing, and Ricky went on to Morehouse alongside
Hold your dreams. Your
head
head
to
to
the
the sky. Be
optimistic. But yo, Bogomil gets shot like twice, but he's still alive. It's like, all right, it ain't death shots. But
He's not
then
dead.
she shoots him, and I'm like, but that's not the huh?
That's what I said. None of it makes any sense. You guys shot Bogomil at point blank range.
But then again, where do things
she
in
gets
real
her
life?
wig snatched off? But I'm sorry, go ahead, CJ.
I would say this though. Kill shots are never guaranteed because I've heard of instances in real life. There was one guy that got he was the store owner. He got robbed. They shot him in the head and he survived.
Yeah, people.
It's weird circumstances.
That is very weird.
Actually,
that's the real divine intervention right there.
Actually, the real thing about people getting shot in the head is actually it happens a lot more than you think.
And we ain't talking like we're not talking here. We're talking on the side where you have a shot. Maybe you might survive. Maybe.
Yeah. Or you had one of those weird things where the bullet went bouncing around in the body and zipped around all through the brain. And you had a bullet lodged in your brain and you're fine. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. You know it's like. Yeah.
D says that, but he's right because it is like I think I'm fine. I think I don't know.
I think I'm fine.
In other words, Twitch from Spawn.
Yeah. Nah, man, it's not nothing like that.
Dude, he got shot in the head and walked out of the hospital.
I'm talking more of this, Eris. I'm talking more of this. Like, hi, Eris. Hi, Chris. I know you guys are talking like this evening news. We like to vet everybody over to the cheese factory. Yes, you and me and everybody else over there. Hi, Eris. How you doing? that type of thing.
So him because even
you had that one friend that keep quoting Mission Hill lines from that cartoon Mission Hill. Why that one cartoon? I was watching it when I got shot in the head. Now I'm stuck with it.
Because even Bogomil getting shot in the chest, I've heard of people getting shot in the chest and they survive. Yeah. It's one of those if they get treated immediately, it's like, all right, you got a shot.
Well, that was a 38 that hit him, man. That was what I'm saying. 38
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Chuck Bronson 38.
Which I'm looking at Bridget's character, Carla. You suck as a hit woman.
It's Brigitte. And yeah, I do.
Here's the sick part, right?
No, your name your name is Broadside because you ain't hit shit.
Now here's the thing.
Olga the Giant.
The villain of this movie is Maxwell Dent, played by Jurgen Prochnow. Jurgen Prochnow.
AKA Dolph Lundgren's brother.
Yeah.
AKA Das Boots.
Das Boots.
My man looked like
Jurgen Prochnow.
Like,
wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just realized
I cannot unsee him being Dolph Lundgren's little brother in this movie.
Hey Chris, I just realized we're going to do another Jurgen Prochnow movie this year too.
Which?
We Wing Commander.
Oh yeah, Wing Commander.
We're finally Hey! I know how y'all look. Shucky Cario's in it, so we're fine. We're fine.
Well,
Shucky Cario's in it, y'all. It's okay.
Jurgen and old boy from Blade that was like, "You're not a pure blood." They always get those two mixed up a little bit sometimes.
Damn it, Frost! I'm talking to you.
You know what?
You can't sneak up with the pure blood line with me on that. That caught me off guard.
You're not a pure blood.
Anyway,
I'm mad he was never Dracula. That's the sick part about it. He would have been a perfect Dracula.
man, but it feels that all. But anyway, yeah.
But nah, he's the main bad guy. I love how the fact he's just sitting there like, so let me get this right. I have no problem with you going with these robberies, but why would you use the guns from my fucking club for these goddamn robberies?
You know what? Why? This is like,
and I like how old boy described it. It was like, well, no, we use the guns from the club. Nobody's gonna know. But why is there a guy here with the shell casing
asking questions? I gotta go, and I mean,
it's a good question. To be
it's
fair,
a very good question. Actually, it's a great question. Actually, matter of fact,
even though Eddie walks in there with that whole ass lie of, that's interesting. No, he said you got this case. That's an interesting casing there, sir. Where'd you get that? Oh, this was a kiss. Oh, this was a Christmas gift. You know, Charles Bronson, he's a friend of the family, so I got this for Christmas from him. I just want to know, like, y'all got any more like this? You know, how'd you get something like this?
I gotta give it up for the balls that's on Axel right now. It's like you do realize that he just gave away that he is the bad guy right in front of you, and you're like, yeah. So let's just keep on talking about your fucking illegal enterprise right now. I mean, yeah, look, I'm saying it with a lot of confidence. Let's keep talking.
I mean, Brigitte is already showing her hand as she's the bad guy, but again, like Axel said it later on in the movie, well, we don't really got evidence, so I can't really sit there and get them dead to rights.
I mean,
this is what it is.
First of all, she first introduces herself, and then I like how later, when he's like, "Hey, I'll be right back," like he's watching her shoot, and he's going, "Huh? So how long would it take for you to shave those long ass legs?" It's like, I'm assuming that you're trying to be charming. Actually, no, I was just offering to you my grooming services.
It's like, Eddie, there's probably a deleted scene where Axel tried to fuck her and it just didn't work out too well.
I love the line. Ooh, that's a big bitch.
Yeah. they call her a big bitch throughout the whole fucking movie.
That is a big bitch.
That is her nickname. That's her nickname from Eddie throughout this entire movie.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I remember watching Rocky. And I'm like, this is a tall ass fucking woman. Like, goddamn. Like,
I'm like, you guys forget that when she's like, of course, standing next to Schwarzenegger, she looks short, but
Brigitte is actually pretty tall.
She's really tall.
Is she like 5'11", 6 foot or something like that?
Damn near 6 foot.
Yeah, because what's funny? She actually, funny enough, she was supposed to be alongside Bill Bixby in the She-Hulk.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At one point, there's promotional pictures. She was supposed to be She-Hulk. And it just didn't work out at that time because, where Marvel was with their properties and stuff. It just was what it was.
I don't think it was that. It's probably just one of those things that just never happened. It never came.
Well, kind of like
she is 6 foot even.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 foot.
So kind of like the.
So here's the thing. So check this out. Stallone is 5'10". Dolph Lundgren is 6'5".
Oh yeah,
so that gives you a little range of.
Yeah, Bridgie was definitely looking shorter than Dolph Lundgren and Rocky. Like she was definitely under him.
Exactly. It's just kind of funny that she was talking. She was talking it all motherfucking off. She was talking the motherfucking off Stallone, man. That's right. And Arnold is 6'2". So yeah.
Which by the way, I couldn't tell D because when I met Arnold in California, I'm like, how the fuck am I dwarfing Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Now here's the thing,
because Schwarzenegger's not as tall as you think he is. He's just big as hell.
It don't look it don't the 6'2". I just couldn't see the 6'2". I was like, he's 6'2"? Like, really?
Well, Chris, you're taller than him.
Exactly.
Okay, why do we gotta explain shit to you like this?
6'2", I'm just saying 6'2" just hits different from person to person to me.
Chris, that was a flex. F you, that was a flex. That was
D, hold on. D.
I'm just saying 6'2"
listen.
hits different.
No, D, listen. How is it that you and I, who are clearly shorter than this Negro, are explaining height to him.
No, it's not.
It's
and
like
it
we
wasn't-
have to explain your own
Understand.
height to you.
Understand
You
me.
live with that every day, CJ.
Understand
I hate
meeting.
being a nigga that knew everything about basketball to see Kobe Bryant miss shots and you had to teach him it. That's kind of how it feels right now.
No, it's like it's not like meeting Arnold. I was disappointed, but it was just like seeing Arnold, and then it's like, oh, I'm taller than Arnold, but you don't think of it. And then Arrow saying 6'2", and I was like, he was 6'2".
Now I got a good question. How big was he though?
He was still very big.
Yeah,
That's what it is. See, that's the one thing that always gets me. It's not sometimes it's not height. Like good example. Even though that I said that me and Big E were the same height, despite my weight, he's bigger than me. He's just a whoa. That's
brick
a
house.
big nigga. That's just a nigga, like you said, just a brick house motherfucker. Most brick house dudes, which if I no bullshit, not a flex, if I did work out, I would be that same type of person. I'll be like a brick motherfucker. I'll be a slab of fucking meat, pretty much.
Because Arnold, even when he was governor, it's
I'll be
like,
honest with you. Mark Henry, when he's in shape, still looks like he's fat. So this is what I'm trying to say.
because Arnold Schwarzenegger, even when he was governor, like that motherfucker was still jacked.
Still a big
Yeah, he
dude.
was.
Just a big dude. All right, good example. Do this in WWE right now. Gunther. Gunther is only 6'3". How much you want to bet when you see him in real life? It's like, where did that wall come from? Wow.
Here's the sick part too, D. You could tell when he loses weight, he's still fucking jacked though.
Though you that nigga's losing weight and he's still like why? It's like Jesus. It's amazing.
He's like, I lose weight all the time.
That's the one thing, but here's the sick part. As big as he is, I want you to imagine this. Andre the Giant and Wilt Chamberlain used to pick him up. There you go. That's how big those two were. If you want to put it out there. And Wilt Chamberlain was as big as Andre. Andre was a whale. There's no way.
Yeah. It's just
There's no way of putting it. Andre truly was a giant person. So there was, but still, yeah.
Oh, but seeing Brigitte and seeing like Eddie like stand on his tippy toes during that conversation, I laughed at that
Because
shit.
Eddie's look, I don't give a fuck with anybody. Eddie's Harris's height. He is,
Nah, nigga.
y'all are the same height.
We're not. No, we're
Look,
not.
y'all are the same height, or you an inch taller than him. I'm dead serious.
Dude,
with
Eddie
that,
is
y'all.
5'10".
Yeah.
Bullshit. Oh,
Yeah,
Yes, he
yeah,
is. He's 5'10".
All right, we the same
I
height.
wish I was Eddie's height.
He's my dad's height, so it checks out.
Mhm.
It checks out.
I will,
But
never,
nah,
I will never,
I'm
no,
sorry.
I will never forget when he said that line on from Raw. That time he was talking about that fight at the loft. He said, "Listen, everybody sued me. I am 5'10", weigh 160 something pounds, and yet people believe that I'm gonna whoop an entire disco's ass.
I mean, yeah.
I
Look,
can't do that.
Look, like I need to
People
know.
see Beverly Hills Cop. Like, people see Beverly Hills Cop, and I'm like, nigga, that's the movie. I mean, if we were to, if we were fighting, I'm like, if fighting in real life, no, I'm not gonna do that. But if it was in the movie, I kick your ass.
I mean, I need to know. So, what kind of gun club has like virtual reality guns like this? Is Virtual Cop and shit?
First of
like
all, no, that wasn't virtual reality.
Not
Chris.
virtual reality, but
No, it wasn't virtual reality. You want to know what that was? That was Lethal Enforcers on
Yeah,
the Sega CD.
yeah, it was Lethal Enforcers. Like, so we're not shooting real bullets. It's just laser sight and target practice. That's what
I mean, we can't even tell if we're even hitting anything. There was nothing that indicates
No,
that
Axel
we're hitting
being-
And that's why I don't care what y'all say. When he took out the Jones and said, "Bow, bow," I got a good laugh out of it. I don't know
I
why.
I know,
did
because it
got a
was
good
just
laugh
like,
out of it.
because he's looking at the gun like, that's what this shit is. All
I'm
right,
like,
this is
so this shit is just loud and does nothing. Okay.
This is loud. You don't even do nothing.
No, but I like how, but also again, I like how Kane walks out there, and it's Charles Kane, Dean Stockwell plays him, and is asking questions and stuff. Because like I said again, Jurgen is looking at him like, "Hey, get rid of him right
The
now."
motherfucker like, no, you get rid of him. Why? Because the Negro has shown up.
So Axel
The
gives
Negro-
him.
No, I'm sorry. He's German. The Negro has shown.
So Axel gives him the address and stuff, and he gives a letter to the hitman outside in the Iraq Z.
And let me tell you, this is one of the most pathetic pull-ups I have ever seen in my life.
It was bad. This is what happens. No, this is what happens when all of your best call out sick and you got to send in your freaking D tier Hitman.
The D squad would have did a little bit better. This is
No,
the E
sorry.
squad.
This is no. This is the F squad.
That's the
They
F
were
squad.
they were clearly F because first of all, you give them the letter
They
and
were hired goons.
these hired goons, just to show you how bad of a job of hired goons.
How many
these
cars
guys
did they hit?
were.
About 10 cars they hit?
They hit 10 cars, but hold on, no, never mind that. How about the very beginning? You are given instructions by Kane. And the only thing that comes out of your mouth is, "Hey, Kane, you got a cigarette? You got a lighter?" My man just gave you instructions on what to do. Kill this guy.
You
Be
yada away.
be efficient. You know what that was? Asking for a lighter? That was the yeah. I'm calling the fucking airport.
Also, my thing is this: you were supposed to take you
from Goodfellas.
But my thing is this: you were also supposed to kill this guy at his house. Why are you killing him at a strip club?
Yeah,
I like how they was like I said. Now here's the worst part of it: they was 2 feet away from him and still didn't kill him.
Nope.
But while we here, let's stop and talk about
the exquisites,
the exquisite, hard tacked on boobs of 80s strip. Let me tell you something. Black women, y'all have broke the mold when it comes to the pole. White women just didn't know what the fuck they were doing it for you. It was just an accent piece because they didn't know what they was doing with it until y'all started doing Nightwing tricks with it. Shit like that.
I think for them it was more so the dance and being sexy.
I think
Sorry. The dance and being 80s sexy.
I'm sorry, Eris. You say dancing. You mean gyrating.
Whatever.
Gyration.
Whatever.
Yeah, but let me
being 80s sexy.
Let me tell you something. This thing was that whole strip scene was as Caucasian as a stick of big red gum. Let me tell you something, bro. That whole scene was like, but I will say this: them nipples were fantastic. I will.
I got a better one.
Give her that.
Hold on, I got
those are some good 87 boobs.
No, let me diffuse the whole thing for you guys. Sorry. Let me ask you guys a question.
Uh-huh.
Which stripper scene do you prefer? Beverly Hills Cop 1 or 2?
I don't remember the one in the first one.
Oh yeah, there was a stripper scene.
There was
nasty. The song "Nasty Girls" was playing in that strip club.
Yeah, number one was better.
Yeah, I mean,
it was more entertaining. It was more entertaining. And number 2, we got to see them foil a freaking robbery in said strip club. But hold on. But in part 2, we had a better shootout in the second one.
And in part 2, we got to hear this. Like, do you know who that is? That's the former president Gerald Ford right there. That's right here.
It doesn't look like Gerald. It doesn't look like Gerald Ford.
Have you seen the president without makeup?
So he wasn't able to get out when he was running the country. So now he's here. He's single.
Got the money back from the better Ford clinic. So he gonna have anything that he just want to get out and be man.
Again, talking fast, get you into stuff.
He just want to get out. He said, and I said, where you want to go? He said, I want to go like 385 North. Hey man, it is his right to come in and shake his ass. You should be proud to have him here. It is our pleasure. All right then. Excuse me.
Best part. Tagger like, all right, let's get up and go. He stands up to leave. This is what D said this. Why y'all motherfuckers clapping? Gerald Ford was one of the worst presidents we ever had in this country.
Hold on. Wait, D. You say that. Hold on, D. You say that. This is California.
You know what somebody said? Nixon was worse.
Like, this is Southern California.
Boy, who knew a full 30 years later Donald Trump will be the fucking president. Who fucking knew?
No one saw that coming.
I hate this country. I hate this country.
I can't say we saw that one coming.
Oh, I did not, man. Did not dig it. But no, I did love how they did it. But yeah, but like I said, it was a better shootout because especially when they was chasing these motherfuckers, it was a lot better.
We got to see an IROC crash on its side.
Now,
I want to know. It
is LA.
I gotta ask.
It is LA.
I gotta ask.
2 days. I
really gotta ask these shitty goons. The fuck did you crash into to get that?
They did a box.
What You
We had a
hit.
stray cat in the middle of the damn. What happened?
And then, no, hey, hold on. Was that stray cat made out of adamantium?
Like,
Because
yo.
nigga,
There was a short ramp on Tony Hawk. What happened to hell? Did y'all get airborne anyway?
because I saw them shoot, and I saw the car go off into great beyond, and we just hear the crash.
Bang.
And then as soon as the
That
camera
was Jerry Bruckheimer go, okay, we can't afford none of that shit. Tip that bitch on the side.
the camera, like exactly, it was just tipped over on its side. The windshield was busted out.
You know what this whole thing
That was
reminds me of?
Don Simpson running out there. No, Jerry, no.
Do you
We
know
don't have the money for it. Just
Do you
put
know
it
what
up on the side.
Do you guys know what this whole shit show of an assassination attempt reminded me of?
Attack of the Clones, where they tried to kill Padme and they went through all of the city and they finally got to get.
Y'all watched that? Y'all remember watching that Tom Cruise movie Jack Reacher, right?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
no!
Remember the
I
part?
like how you stopped me, Chris. That was perfect. Thank
You know the part where those two guys were fucking fighting over who's gonna kill Tom Cruise when he got popped aside the head in the tub?
Yeah,
That's what this fucking shit reminds me of. I'm like,
Exactly.
you got it was such a shit show. I'm like, you niggas are really fighting over. You're gonna kill him anyways. What are we doing
don't
here?
you realize
I mean,
y'all can go together and do it? Like,
No, guys, no. Fuck all that. Kane gave you guys the open book test answers.
Kill him at
This is his
home.
house. Take it to his house.
these motherfuckers roll.
We laid it
right-
on pretty thick when we said we're gonna bring you the application personally, along with the 44 shells.
Yo,
Yeah.
I told my sons the other day. My wife told my sons the other day, boys, go to Wendy's, get 3 4 for foes. Okay, get 3 of them for you two and your little brother. These niggas come back with 2. What happened? We panicked when we got up there, and they just yeah. That's what Kane went through. He was like, "I'm sorry, how?"
What?
No. No, that was Kane after number one, the assassination attempt failed, and the official bank heist when the bank deposit. Oh yeah, when that U.S. depository was foiled. That was the 2 that right there was already the 3 strikes because of the freaking jewelry store robbery. That one was done wrong.
I thought he was gonna get him.
Didn't they say that was what was wrong with that one?
No,
What
that
was
was the
wrong
one. That was the one with the shells.
That was
said,
that's what started the whole shell case.
I thought he was gonna get a mulligan on that one, to be honest. But I guess that was strike one.
No.
You would think that.
No. Wait. See, the mulligan would have taken. You would have given him a mulligan, depending on how the questions were asked. See,
True.
Axel came in and he was asking very cop-like questions.
Mm.
First of all, hold on. First of all, you're gonna roll into a membership gun club. You just rolled in by finessing. All right, you finessed your way into the club.
Gold trim everywhere.
And you come in and you pop out the freaking shell casing and you're asking questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you announce yourself or you introduce yourself as as what that particular casing is, you're like, yeah, that came from a such and such, cut down to fit this. I already knew that. I wanted to see if you knew that. And now that you have, you've given me more reason to suspect you. Great. Thank you.
Oh, because he got the setup of a lifetime after that 3rd strike.
Yeah, definitely. The setup was too good. But the second time around, that bank they went for the bank heist. Dude, how is it that y'all couldn't wait until the last goon got into the back of the truck and properly closed it? Because all you had to do was just close the door.
Lost the money.
You know what?
How do you lose all the money?
It's so funny because I've seen this movie 3 times, and every time I see it, I keep thinking the dude hanging on the back of the door was like an error that they kept in. Like where he's hanging, but it looks kind of cool, so keep it in. Then I think, oh, the money fell out.
I thought we were gonna get a "Can you fly, Bobby?"
I mean, with all that money, you'd think they would have.
That is our 4th reference to RoboCop. Yes, 3 Black Geeks did RoboCop also.
I would like to point out that you could have easily just taken all that money and pushed that in front.
Yeah,
not in front of the door, but I mean like towards the back of the freaking truck. Just put it back there, and y'all would have been good. You would have been able to at least save some of that money.
Because essentially, this is what Max's plan boils down to. He's losing money on his businesses. So what he's doing is
his insurance is lapsed.
His insurance is lapsing. So what he's doing is, in order to front his gun running stuff, he's essentially robbing himself of his horse track in order to pay for said guns, in order for everything to work out. So he doesn't necessarily have to pay out of his money.
Yeah, which makes a whole lot of sense on paper if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you rob yourself, rob all of your businesses, even though the insurance lapsed on them. Because let's be real, as Taggart pointed out, dude, you're buying guns for $1 million and selling them for 10 million. You're gonna get all that money back plus more, because all of his contacts are in South America, and since it's easy to buy guns in America, like, dude, I'm just gonna buy a shitload of guns for $1 million and sell them right back to my contacts in South America for 10 million.
And it's perfect because at the point of the last robbery, Maxwell is already like, "Yo, time for me to get the fuck out of this goddamn country."
When he got the visa application for both him and Carla. I'm like, oh, they about out of here. They're ready to go.
As soon as you get out of the fucking United States area, you home free, basically.
Straight to Central America. You go straight to Central America. I'm like, bro,
who gonna stop me?
Who's stopping you? Who's looking for you?
I mean, yeah. So even
if you try to, like, not even the federales in Mexico are gonna come after you.
Nah, because what gets me is, okay, so you had that happening. Axel, they break into the gun place to find out the coordinates for the next heist, which is the
bank deposit,
which is the bank depository, and which is interesting because the way they break into there is Axel does his trick with the gum wrapper, where it goes into the magnetic strips, and it tricks the system into making it seem as though it's still active, and they break in, boom, they're in.
They're able to get in without setting off the alarm, which is cool. It's cool. Yeah, trick.
Cool trick. Rosewood is all like, "Oh my god, that is so great."
I was sitting back looking at Rosewood like, yo, Rosewood is downloading the fuck out of this information.
It was with the shits the whole damn time. Like, all right, cool.
He was so downloading that information. Like, I'm going to use this later at some point. When the opportunity presents itself, I'm just going to take everything I learned from Axel and I'm going in.
Oh, damn. Sorry, D. So, but the bank depository is the funniest shit ever, because I thought this is where King was going to get killed, but he doesn't get killed until they go to the horse track. No. The horse track. So,
you do well, Chris. You do realize this is why he had him in the limo that third time, because strike 3 was the bank depository.
Yeah. Even though he wasn't part of it,
he wasn't part. No, but it was already enough, because number one, the jewelry store was a bust
with the shell casings.
Dude, the assassination attempt fail, and the bank depository, all 3 had issues.
Technically, you know what? I think I don't even think. You know what? I'm not even gonna say the bank depository was the third strike. You know what the third strike was? Axel crashing that Playboy party and saying Max's name and embarrassing the fuck out of him. That was the third strike.
I think that I'll give that to him, but I still say that all 3 of the previous occurrences was already more than enough to kill him. Because, dude, when he sat in the limo and he asked the question, "How did this happen?" I don't know. How is Axel still alive? I don't know. Dude, I'm asking you 2-3 questions and you give me the same answer for all 3, which is I don't know. Dude, you are useless. I'm done with you.
Yeah, Barry can hear you.
Speaking to the Blue Yeti. Nope.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Can you hear me right now?
Barely.
Oh, fuck.
How the hell you go from like loud to this? What the hell happened?
I don't know. Go. Just go.
But nah, like, even the chick. First off, Rosewood can't drive for shit.
No, he cannot.
Can't drive for shit. fucks up the car royally, goes through red lights, gets just everything. So, oh, we're gonna get to that in a minute with the Playboy party. But I like it's the most funniest chase sequence ever. A cement truck going after having a high speed chase with the
Hey.
armored truck.
Hey man, give that cement truck enough momentum on the downhill. Woo!
Oh, it had momentum on the downhill until Rosewood took the wrong turn and he had to back up, and then go through. Yeah. It was a mess of sorts. But hey, he had it. Fucked up a couple of cop cars. Even one of the guys, he's like, I know that guy. He's an asshole.
Yep, he's like he had it coming.
Hey
man, but they did manage to follow all the way up to the house, and I love how Taggart, who he finally catches up with him, and he says,
Bloodhound.
he's like, hold up, he said, Billy, isn't this house? Yup. No, we're not going. No, we are not going in there.
Drove their asses up there in the regular cop car and the cement truck. And I like Chris Rock's line. All right, I get 10 for cars, 20 for limos. What the fuck is this?
It's my truck. Park it next to a limo.
No, he's like, nah, it's $50.
$50. Hey, man, that's a good deal. My man said it's $50. Take my truck and park it next to a limo.
Yeah, just do that. We'll be fine. Chris Rock was 21, by the way. Still low.
Motherfucker. Dude, where's your blue Yeti?
Right here.
What were you doing before that it was working?
Do you change your audio source?
I don't know.
Can you please change your audio source?
How about that one?
That is so much better.
Thank you.
Better. That is so much better. Something stupid happened over here, but we don't have to talk about it because D did not do something stupid and unplug something. He didn't do that. No. D's ADHD made sure that he didn't touch nothing and fuck up his own setup. He didn't do that. The sweating is not nervousness. No. It's called being fat.
But anyways,
continue.
So they get to the Playboy party, and
Tell me more.
And I like how he talks his way in there like, hey, I was supposed to sit there and clean the pool because of an accident. And I like how ladies just beat around the bush. We mean accident. Like, we cleaned the pool yesterday. You don't understand. You know what?
It's like, you know how it is. Like, so y'all having these wild ass parties. Like, people get drunk and, things happen and motherfuckers take a shit in the pool.
I'm sorry, what?
So, yeah.
Lady, you want me to spell that for you? So who are these two men? Who is these two men?
Oh, they're from the Board of Health. They're here to make sure I do the job thoroughly.
Can't just dive in the pool, poop there,
He said, look, you can. My man said that you can verify it afterwards.
I love how when it comes to verification, when you always say you can verify it, but you got to make sure the verification is something where the person gonna be like, look, it's fine, you got it.
It's like fine.
Like the other
one, what? It's fine.
Like the other one,
also,
the one for earlier. Like, all right, got to understand something here. I don't know what it is. Last time, I love it. Like,
my man says he's from Metalocks.
I like what he said. He's like, are you sure about that? Because my friend did that day, all they found was $20 in the Adidas. That's all they found.
Nigga, no, he said this is how Bootsy
$20.
No, he said this is how Bootsy got killed the same way. All they found was $20 in a pair of Adidas. Dude, did you like? No,
I love squeezing of the money, like
I do this for my kids.
Like $10. I got $2 with pigtails.
Like twins with pigtails. Like here, they're like $20. Can you please?
And as a father sitting here in 2022 with 3 children, I'm sorry, $10 for shoes?
No,
when?
$5 a shoe.
Yeah, it's called Payless. That's what it's called.
Yes, it was. Payless. The shoes were even cheaper back in '87 compared to before they shut down.
Actually, I take it a step further. Stride right.
I'm gonna be real with you. Payless, the last 2 years was bomb as fuck, and y'all messed out. I'm being real. They had some of the best walking shoes, all that shit, man.
Great basketball shoes at times too.
Those last 2 years of Payless were bomb. They started putting out all their good shit. Look, they started pushing up all the good Spaldings and Champions.
When you could walk into a Payless and roll out with some decent American Eagles.
Pro Wings and Stadiums.
All right. I'm gonna shout out to all of my alt black geeks. You went there for your airwalks, did you? You went out there trying to look like you Tony Hawk.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Look,
You thought- no, hold on.
Look, you was moshing there when you had them all black airwalks at.
No, hey, no, D.
Hey, no,
No, hey,
look,
D.
them
No,
laces
D.
never broke. Huh?
No, D. When you thought you was too black to go to Journeys.
The soul was thick, huh? Because look, the soul is thick, huh? Because you gotta be skateboarding them bitches, huh?
That's what I said. You
Yeah, look, you picked them motherfuckers up at Journeys, huh?
No, D. That's what I said. You was too black for Journeys.
You too black, so you look, you too black. You was too like you got that paylist. You had to get.
You can't be saying that because now I'm just reminded of Jay-Z trying to rap over that beat and it did not work out.
It
so
didn't
well.
work.
I'm sorry. You keep that as a memory. I had the album, and I remember physically trying to like that song.
They go brat. Where your niggas at?
It could have worked.
But
it could have worked. Shut up. It could have worked.
No, D.
Could have worked.
No, D.
That could have worked.
Stop saying it could have worked. D. Stop convincing us and yourself. Nigga,
no, I'm not. No,
D,
that's
D,
the last bit of 1999.
D, listen. That is Team Kamehameha on Dr. Willow. It didn't work.
Combat roll. Nah. Okay, so can we talk about this one scene at the Playboy party? So what's
Hugh Hefner? I know.
No.
He was fucking at that time.
No. I'm talking about the rando drunk black guy dancing with the playmates while they're playing volleyball like dog. Why are you
one of Eddie Murphy's bodyguards or some shit, man?
I don't know.
No. I want to say
this man was having a time of his life. I'm like, these chicks are playing volleyball. They don't give a fuck about you dancing with them.
My man was dancing in the middle of the volleyball spot.
I'm like, bruh, with a full suit on. Not even full suit. Oh, I got full
suit and drink in hand.
Thank you.
Hitting motherfucker hitting Michael Jackson spins and everything. I'm like, bro, you have not the fact that you're not spilling. No, the fact you're not spilling that shit is amazing.
He was on his fifth drink. He was on his fifth drink, clearly.
Now, asses. Now we have talked about this, and we all know it's true.
It's like
just different shit in the chicken now.
Really changed over the last couple
different
of decades.
Shit in the chicken.
Oh, 100%. I will say, there's an appreciation that I have for the aesthetic of 80s women.
Yeah,
it's me. Okay, God.
No. I'm trying to talk. I'm listening to you, sir. I want to agree with you.
No, I'm just saying.
I want to agree with you. Explain yourself on that one.
No, I'm just saying. I have an appreciation for the aesthetic of that time. Yes, today asses everywhere of unbelievable sizes and proportions. I get that. I accept that. But when you watch a movie like this and you've seen what a decent looking ass looks like in a bikini, like in a bikini bottom, I'm like, if I was a little older in the 80s, I would have appreciated this. Like I would appreciate it for what it is. Because let's think about it. Today, you can go down the street and get a BBL and think that's you think you're hot shit. You're getting all the unnecessary, unwanted attention.
Let's not forget about the age old witchcraft that is called contouring. Let's not forget about that.
I'm just mad that the BBL industry is just
booming.
Yeah,
Apparently booming, and all these dudes are injecting horse fat into our girls' butt cheeks, and they're getting hard, and they're not moving properly.
And that's what has me thinking.
Stop knowing.
No, and this is what has me thinking. Let's take the same, like those same asses that we're seeing at the Playboy party. Those same women, the same women that you see, if they were brought into today, they would all have BBLs.
Here's my thing,
and the thing about that is this: the BBL would not match.
My thing is this.
Now hold on, Chris. Before you come in here caping for some,
I'm not caping. I wasn't even caping. It was very
check
much.
This out though.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say is this. BBLs have become a style. Know what I just said?
An accessory.
It's a style.
and
It's a
that's why
style.
No,
and
it's not a style. It's an accessory.
no. It's a style because that was what I was going to get to. I'm all about variety, right? We're all about variety of body style types, right? You know,
Nah, I hate midgets. It's like I'm like
the point is,
somebody had to break up the
the point is like there's variety, right? You know, you got
Mm.
athletic shaped women, you got women just average bodies, you know, slim fat women, you know, slim thick women, the variety, right? Once you get to a point to where everybody get BBLs, it's just like it starts feeling
just
very
no.
just
It's
yeah,
just no.
it's just like okay, cool, I
It's
guess.
It's very
No.
LA. It's very LA.
No,
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, that's
No,
probably
that's
probably
Miami.
better.
That
That's
shit
better.
is Miami.
In this case, Miami, yes.
See,
But what I'm trying to say is that when everybody has it, there's nothing special to it. There's just
also,
nothing special to it to me.
but think about this. This is the Playboy Mansion. This is the upper echelon of the it girl. Sorry, the it white women at the time.
And you know, here's the thing about that. If that's the case, would it be BBLs now? Even with upper echelon white women, it's kind of hit or miss. You can tell.
Hold on.
Because
if all those Playboy bunnies were picked out of Miami, yes, they would all have BBLs.
Now, like I said, if they were like normal Playboy bunnies from different parts of the country, couple would, not all of them.
And let's be real.
You know, I'm just being real.
And let's also be real. Hugh Hefner loved every last one of his women natural.
Yeah,
more or less.
Well, that's the thing. That's he stuck with that all the way to his death.
And he stuck with that to his death.
No, hold on. He had now before anybody questions it. No, yeah, he had quite a few women grace the cover with fake titties. Yes,
he did.
He has. We're talking about his own batch where it was very, 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 very toxic. Good Lord. How many wives he had? 3 at one time, or was it 4 at one time? How many was it? 3. It was 3. It was 3.
I was like, give or take at least 2.
I feel bad for the oldest one. I feel bad for the oldest one of all 3 of them because she was the one that probably had to do the most.
I mean, because it was basically like, the point is seeing Hugh Hefner. The whole point is seeing Hugh Hefner there pop up, and like I like how Axel aired everybody out. He's like, well, first off, I don't know you, so you can get out. But I like how he looked at Max like, well, you're a drug dealer. Get the fuck out.
My man, no, see, he looked at Max. He said, Max, what are you doing here, man? He said, dude, you're not even supposed to be here. And as soon as Hugh Hefner pops up, like opportunity time, let's go. I was like, hey, Hef, I just like, first of all, man, he said, do you know how many times I put your magazine up? You know what? It ain't even important right now. He's like, what's really important is this. I want you to let you know something about your guests. You got your boy Max over here. He ain't even supposed to be here. Max. Oh, sorry. He pointed out Kane. He said, your boy Kane
sells guns.
He said he sells guns. The guy's like Max, and Max kills cops for a living.
Now, Hugh Hefner in real life.
I
know that.
But Hugh's reaction.
I'm sorry. Hugh's reaction to this is great.
No, his reaction to this movie was perfect. He's like, well, I don't know him or you. In fact, I think it's time that all y'all leave. Left.
I like how Max is like, but Hugh.
He says, he says, I am a huge like contributor like to your company. We appreciate that. Goodbye.
That's
equal
why
opportunist.
That's why it makes me laugh because like, hey you. How many motherfucking drug dealers have you really had up at the house? And here's you, man. I had a lot of motherfuckers over here.
This is why,
man. Pablo Escobar is one of the coolest cats. No, he's white. Coolest cats ever, man.
This is the reason why I still say to this day that ever since Hugh Hefner died, that cloud of protection for every scumbag in Hollywood was gone.
Here's the funny.
Everybody got called out.
It was so funny. It was so funny. We had a show with God, who was that we was talking about? It was Mo that we asked that question, and Mo was like, "Yeah, it's just amazing how everybody." He's saying there's probably and Mo said there's probably going to be more. And guess what happened a year later after that? More showed up.
All it took was his death, and that cloud of protection was gone.
You know, it's just. But it's kind of funny though, that as I can remember where everybody really admired him. That's the funny thing. We can say that we were alive when people were like, "Who's your hero?" Hugh Hefner. Yeah, yeah.
Hugh
Here's the
Hefner was
funny thing about
never
here's
my
the-
hero. So
He wasn't. I was aware of who he was.
Here's the thing about Hugh Hefner. Say what he was. He was a pioneer of what he did. He gave a lot of good writers opportunities to write for Playboy. And real talk, he helped a whole lot of chicks actually have a career after high school prettiness kind of started leaving him. So he actually did something. Come on, man. It was awesome. It was just a monster behind closed doors. And I'm thinking to myself, of course, he runs a pornography magazine. What do you think? Come on, you thought that dude was going to be a Christian? Come on, man.
I think the dirtiest place in his house was the grotto.
Yeah, it was. There are stories. Woo! Stories. Woo!
If that grotto could talk.
I mean, it's
That
not even
grotto
just.
there
It's
with
not
a
even
cigarette.
just.
All right.
I
So
mean-
what year? What girl? Hold on, I'm about to fuck your head up. What ethnicity? And I can help you.
I mean, it's not even just Hugh, like Quincy
The
Jones.
Rolodex.
Quincy. What did Quincy do?
No, I'm
What
just
did
saying
Quincy
in terms of stories you heard about the Playboy Mansion of
Oh,
that's been
about the
there.
Playboy Mansion.
Yeah. Just everybody that's been through there and shenanigans that probably popped up there. I'm pretty sure
There
there's
are plenty of shenanigans that happen up
ton.
there. Wasn't that the one that Quincy said Richard Pryor was fucking the dude?
I mean, didn't Richard Pryor mention that? Didn't Richard Pryor mention that in his comedy stand-up?
No. I would love to see Richard Pryor in the 1970s admit that he did some gay shit. I would love to see that, Chris.
I mean, well, okay, all right.
Well,
And he
no,
kept
it
his
would-
career.
Well, I
would love
thought
to see
he
that.
said it. Well, I thought he said it in jest. Like nobody, but like I could have sworn he
on.
said something like that in jest.
No, I get what you're saying, CJ. Like he would say the shit as a joke or as a shtick,
Yeah,
and
be
people
fucking a nigga in his ass.
and people
Nah, I
laugh.
wouldn't even
No,
say
hold
that
on,
shit.
no, and people laugh at it, and he's sitting here going, "Damn, I sat here and told the truth, and motherfuckers laughed at it."
These motherfuckers really believed I did it.
Yeah, that was Hugh. He was like, I don't know none. I don't like none of y'all niggas. Nah,
Now Hugh, that's the best part. I was like, Hugh saw that black dude here, like, this is
No.
more urbanites here than I want.
We already got the dancing Negro over here in the suit.
no, Eris. This is Hugh Hefner. We got the dancing nigger over there. That was hard on.
No, hold on.
That
No,
was a
D,
Vince
D,
Carter
Hold
arm
up.
in the basket,
no,
hard
D,
R. He just
D,
leaned
hold
in.
up. Sorry, let me say it the right way. Well, we got the dancing nigger over here fucking up the volleyball game.
I mean, look. To be
We got
fair,
we got the clown nigger that can't park a. Is that a construction? What is that? A cement truck? What the hell? You know what? Everybody that's brown except Stephanie, you can leave.
let's be real. I would say
Hey,
this.
look, it's Stephanie. Hugh like me.
Hugh Hefner literally had the Rainbow Coalition of Playboy playmates in that fucking scene playing volleyball.
But here's the fun part. Here's a fun part for D. Here's a fun part for D. As my first Playboy, I'm not even going to tell you what age I was. It doesn't matter. But fun part for D. Fun part for D was I remember going through the Playboy thing, and I remember telling myself, they don't put no black people in this.
See, D was like bugging out and do the right thing until Hugh put some black people in this book.
Nah, I wasn't like that. I was scared. I thought at any second my parents would, what you looking at? You know what I mean? Like, so, it wasn't that. It was more retrospect, like, I seen a naked girl. I seen a girl's boobs, but not a black girl's boobs. That was odd. That's kind of how it went. And then when I finally seen one in the Playboy, here's me. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of hair.
I mean,
black girls in Playboy magazines in the 80s, just razors were not a thing to them. They didn't know what that was.
Look, when your first pair of titties that you've seen in a movie is vanities from Action Jackson, it's like, all right.
That was
like,
oddly specific.
I mean, see, I didn't see Apollonias and Prince until afterwards.
Now I didn't see like I don't like. I remember it being Playboy, and then after that, I don't know. It was like I don't know. My dad was watching Total Recall or some shit. I don't remember. But
Three
I don't
booby
know
chick
that.
doesn't
I don't
count,
know. It's like
D.
this. No, what I'm trying to say is I don't remember the second pair of boobs I saw, but I knew the first.
Side note
It
before we
came out of a
continue.
Playboy magazine.
I still maintain the most disappointing bullshit ever is how we got duped as idiots to read Maxim magazine thinking there was going to be some sort of boobs and cheeks
Maxim,
popping out and nothing.
Maxim magazine, Smooth magazine.
But to be fair, Rachel Ray got a lot of mileage out of Maxim magazine because everybody just saw her as the chick that cooks, and then she popped on Maxim magazine. And everybody's like, "Oh shit, she cooking and she got a nice body." I'm like,
as did Brooke Burke.
I'm gonna tell you this though. It wasn't
too easy on Brooke Burke.
It is too easy.
Easy,
Yes.
easy.
I will
on
say
that.
this though. I will say this. Out of all the magazines, the one that gets underrated. Shut up, person that's about to type in our comments, Blacktail. No. The one that's actually overrated, I mean underrated, is actually King magazine.
Really? You think King is underrated?
This is coming from D. No nudity, but there's some great spank bait in all of them.
Hey, look. I was
This is a
already.
great one. If you're a teenager with no porn, ooh.
Look. I think that was the magazine that we all saw Reagan Gomez and was like, "Oh shit, that's Reagan Gomez." Like, damn.
I had the one with homegirl from my Players Club, Ronnie. I had the one with Ronnie on the cover.
Ronnie was on it.
Yeah.
Note the excitement in CJ.
I was excited, like, oh shit.
Ronnie was in it. Yeah. I saw the other one with Monica Calhoun. It was okay. And
It's Monica Calhoun.
No, it wasn't Monica Calhoun. No, it wasn't her. It was some other girl. I can't remember her name. But yeah. Yeah, and of course everybody saw the famous one with Little Kim, and that's when I said, "Ugh, she just fake."
It's like it's Little Kim. It's like
no, like remember this is when Candy came out. Remember when not Candy Shop, but remember How Many Licks was that?
Yeah. How many licks was
the jump with
Cisco?
Yeah.
How many licks does it take to Yeah.
I just saw you do it. How many?
Speaking of that other, and then there was that other nasty ass song that Lil Kim was in, "Get Naked."
Oh man,
that was the white boy anthem that just like what?
You know what? Little Kim has keep on, and like I always hate how black people have to pull this move on this. Like y'all, the reason why Little Kim don't like her blackness. I hate every little Kim fan that tried to throw that on us. She was good to Biggie. She was trying to break up a marriage. Do not do that crap. No, see, you don't understand. Like, I hate that, man. But whatever. Look, we talk about Little Kim. We should be talking about Judge Reinhold and those two fucking shots.
No. We're gonna get to that in a moment. We already seen the like Rosewood's house after the Playboy Mansion portion.
Which again, single white guy that's doing his thing. That makes sense.
But
yeah, not right.
But Axel did say the best line at the mansion, which was, "All right, y'all, party over. We gotta go home." Max fucked it up for everybody. And again, this is why I love this movie so much, because Eddie's finesse game is like up to volume 11.
This is facts right here. This is facts.
Yeah, it is. King Magazine is the reason BBLs exist now.
You're muted, D. You're muted.
God damn. No, sir. The Pimp Juice video is the reason why we have that. Don't you put that on King.
Sir. Wouldn't that be Tip Drill?
That would be Tip Drill. You know damn well it's Tip Drill.
I don't know why. Actually, I don't know why we all talking. Pinky started it.
Did she really?
She kind of did. Like niggas always wanted a fat ass,
but the skinny waist.
Pinky took it to another level, and then every nigga was like, "I gotta have a fat ass no matter what. I don't care for legs are uneven."
But then Pinky kind of decided to just match everything.
No. Hey Chris. First off,
really did.
I need both of y'all to put respect on it because this bitch got fat and made more money. I don't know why y'all hate on her.
First off, that's a byproduct of
That is a super byproduct.
that is a byproduct of the changing porn market, and that guys love big women. So Pinky just matched the emerging market on that. So
she was that was on some Hulk Hogan shit. Right
Now-
place,
now-
right time.
Now,
You know what?
could Pinky get surgery and get back to her prime form? It's very possible.
That's very fucked up, Chris, for you being a very body positive guy. Hey, yo, Chris, you know I will pull your card every fucking time. Don't start.
I'm not mad at that because
you want to go back?
No.
I love it. It's like here's the deck, and D just goes, and we're gonna pull that card right there for the deck.
The lower half of this.
D thinks he's checking me, but guess what? I'm like fucking old boy Aaron Andre. Stop! Why you booing me? I'm right because I'm not the only person that said this. I hope you know this.
No. Like, that's the thing that pisses me off about all y'all, because all y'all hit this thing about y'all like 1 minute ago. Yeah, man, I think it's okay that girls do that with their body and all that. Well, Pinky could do a push-up. Like,
because you know why? You want to know why? Because like if you be on page 3 of X videos and you see an OG Pinky and you just get flashbacks.
You could go home. See, you the reason. Niggas like you are the reason why me is saying I can come back. Anyway.
No, as I was saying, the Eddie's finesse game was so good. And before we end up forgetting, I do want to bring up how the hell were you able to finesse an entire house to yourself?
Oh, he got the easy. He got the guys that were working on it fired.
No. Okay, yes, we made that joke earlier before we did this podcast that everybody got fired after this. No, remember, it's 87. You walk in, flash a badge. My man threw up that badge and said, "I am the building."
The badge worked.
Exactly. He flashed the badge and said, "I am the building investigator. Like, I was brought over here to look at the plans." He said, "Now, can I see these plans, please?" He looked at it. He said, "What you?" He said, "Did you know? Like they didn't tell you? No, they didn't. They didn't tell you.
They just playing. They didn't tell you. Oh my god." Like they never do that. Was you at the meeting?
Like, this is at the meeting. He said, "You wasn't at the meeting." No, I wasn't at the meeting. He said, "Look, these are the old plans. You gotta get rid of listen, new plans gotta bring in like they gotta be brought in, okay? Like, wait, this is supposed to be like these plans don't make any sense. Like you want us to build this thing as a round, like it's gonna be round as a donut if we do it like that. Hey man, look, this is what the people do, all right? Like, I'm sorry, like this is what happens. People like motherfuckers get a whole lot of money, they lose their damn mind. They thought, after all my life of living in a square house, I want to live in some round shit. Okay, can you want to
know something funny, Eris? Nowadays, wow, that's fucked up. Yeah, there's some crazy guy down here.
No, D. That's
a phone call.
No.
A phone call did all of that.
No, D, stop. You say nowadays? Hold on. Let me help you out with that. Fast forward 2 years later. 2 years later, another movie tried that shit. Hey. We already checked those guys. They don't exist. Why don't you tell us another one? I got a major gas leak over here. Where do you think this is coming from? The sky.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ghostbusters too. I don't care what anyone says. That was a great sequel.
Come on, man. I died laughing at the fact that this motherfucker, like he's like, all right, everybody, come on down. Look, this is going to take off for a week. We're gonna get this whole shit straight now. We gotta figure out what's going on. Now go on, y'all. It's all good.
I'm gonna talk to my people. They're gonna talk to their people, and their people are gonna talk to your people, and we're all gonna get this whole thing straightened out. So hopefully nobody gets fired over this.
Man, Taggart and Rosa walked over there. This nigga chilling in a bat.
I like when they get to the house. They're like, "Dude, you stole this house. How the fuck can you steal a house?"
This is my uncle's house, man. What you talking about?
My man said, "Listen,
niggas, that is such a nigga line, man. This is my uncle's house, man."
No, it was not even. No, the other nigga line is, "Listen, there's titties on TV. There is orange juice, beer. Like, will you please go in the bedroom, get some swimming trunks, and come into this damn pool?"
Here, Rosewood. You see the titties? Come
on. No. Rosewood being Rosewood. He is inviting us, Sarge. That pool really does. The pool really does look inviting.
Look at that television. There are titties. This man makes a
He makes a compelling
case.
argument.
Can't get around this shit.
That
Gotta
orange,
say,
that orange is
got-
looking. The orange is looking pretty pulpy there.
I'm saying here, Sarge, he marked all the bases right now. Oh shit, yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, the way Taggart slipped and fell in that pool was hilarious. I felt just like Rosewood, nigga. I did a full spin, laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that motherfucker slid like.
So, like I said, his finesse game. I think, and you know what? And I think this is what happened with the sequel that came, 6 years later?
6 years. It was like 93,
94.
Mhm.
Like 6 years, about 6 years later, we got the sequel. We got Beverly Hills Cop 3, and almost very little of Eddie's finesse game was just gone.
And it was kind of, you know what, because we are, of course we are. But it's one of those things where I have to really look at it. I brought this up to Eris before the show, which was there was a time where there was a time and right when Beverly Hills Cop 3 came out where Hollywood was just ready to throw Eddie Murphy away, just throw him right into the dumpster. Kobe his ass. They didn't care for him. Like, you know, was it and I remember as a kid, this is just what I remember as a kid. Was it because he was black? Kinda. Was it because he's too big of a star? Kinda. Was it because his movie sucked?
Comedian rock
Not
star.
really. Why? It was just one of those situations where I just feel that he was a black man that got a little bit too high, and they was like, "Hey, let's bust this motherfucker's chops for whatever reason." And
sorry, I was gonna say they Xerxes his ass, which means even a god king can bleed.
Yeah, they try to do everything to him. I remember when Vampire in Brooklyn came out. It was like only Roger and Ebert liked it. Everybody else ripped that shit apart.
Well,
like everything he touched at that time, they was ready to throw in the trash, man.
It is so funny because that like Vampire in Brooklyn was literally a year later.
Yeah.
And
they was like at that point, Eddie's whole career was over with because I guess either they didn't get the hit that they wanted before. Because here's the funny thing: what happened to Eddie? Same thing happened to Prince. They did the same thing to Prince. They tried to throw him away too. It's like can you bring it up the same about Michael Jackson? Kind of. I can make a good argument out of it.
Oh no! That is 100% fact, dude.
Yeah.
2001, after he made his beef public with Sony. Oh,
they tried to throw him away.
It was a wrap. And that Invincible album got almost no push.
And there's something to it with all three of those men. They had something. They had their own. And Hollywood didn't like it. And in Hollywood, the music industry, whatever it may be, didn't like it. With Eddie Murphy Productions, for some of them, some people rubbed them the wrong way. I don't know what it was. Maybe because he was the biggest box office draw at the time. I don't fucking know. They really didn't want Eddie Murphy to excel. Also, just real talk. I think when he made that second song with Michael Jackson, he was like, "Nah, fuck this nigga."
It was 91.
What was the name of that song?
What's up with you?
See, I remember the name of the damn song until I don't.
That video's questionable, but whatever.
And they tried everything. And I remember that was the time he was caught in the car with the translator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was good. And they was like, "Oh my god, he's caught with transvestite." They tried to, and yes, people that want to act brand new to this crap, they tried to use the fact that Eddie Murphy was just trying to get his dick sucked by a trans woman. They tried to use that as a way to discredit him and throw him in the trash. Do you know what Eddie Murphy did about a year later? Nutty Professor.
Mm-hmm. And everybody suddenly forgot about it.
And nobody remember. You're on mute, Chris. look who's changed over. And here's the best part about it. Hold on real quick, Chris. That same stick that they got sick of in the 90s and all that, it will become one of his famous things later on. Because when he did Donkey sounds just like all of this shit.
Donkey is Axel Foley.
Axel Foley as a fucking mule, as a donkey. That's all it is. You're like what you trying to tell me, Shrek? We ain't got enough time to go with it. Well, guess what? We gonna do it.
Hold on. No, I'm gonna take it even. No, I'll go back just a couple of years prior. Nigga, Mushu
is actually a better example of it too. Thank you.
That whole thing with Eddie Murphy and the trans, it went from like, oh shit, Eddie Murphy's in trouble to it's just a punchline joke and Eddie's laughing at it.
Oh, Eddie laughs at it.
That's how you take all the venom. You take all the sting and venom out of it by laughing with it.
Because there's two stories what I heard. Story number one, where Eddie said, that was a friend. No, nothing was happening. Number two, you was getting your dick sucked, nigga. Hollywood wild, nigga. I ain't judging. I'm not judging.
And you know,
Hollywood's wild.
No. Think about
You're
this.
Eddie Murphy.
Think about this. Think about it. Think about this. Eddie Murphy could have said, nigga, I was a rock star comedian. Do you know I had access to a vast ocean of different kinds of vagina? And I have and I have sampled all of them to the point now, nigga, I might want to try something different.
In other words, he Mick Jaggered himself.
Yes, he did. I'm not saying now. Hold on. I'm not saying I want to pull the Marilyn Manson, cut out a quarter of my rib cage, and give myself a blowjob. No, I'm not.
And we're not saying Mick Jagger doing it one or twice and then saying, "Hey, yo, David, post that open real quick."
But no.
Oh, Chris is with me. Me and Chris are members of. Oh, Mick Jagger fucked David Bowie. We are a part of that.
That's
the thing that happened.
What were you gonna say, CJ?
No, it's like we talk about Eddie Murphy and the old trans thing. It just reminded me how everybody was like, "Why he go with the trans? He got Nicole Murphy," and I was like, "I don't know."
I remember that.
Like,
that's the one thing. That's the one thing a lot of people always bring up. Even us who are very open minded when it comes to sexuality and stuff like that. Even we do it. Like, really, girl, you too pretty not to have dick. Really.
I mean, Shannon Sharp out here fawning over Nicole Murphy every fucking chance he gets.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we do that. Like, come on.
Oh, back then we were definitely like, what?
Everybody did that. Like, come on, man. Some older women like doing that. I don't understand that. He's so handsome. I don't know why he gay. Old black women love doing that.
Oh, I just want to say it right now. If Tay Diggs came out as gay, every black woman would lose their fucking mind.
All right, Chris.
At a certain age.
No. Easy on that. You do realize it's more white women that like him than black women, right?
I think there's more black women than white women that like him.
Chris, there's a whole lot of girls named Amber that would say differently, okay?
I think the best example of that scene from How High. The two white girls fawning over Tay Diggs and Estella Got a Groove Back.
See, here's my thing. Like, I think
who's that? Roger off of American Dad. Tay Diggs. Yep, that's my one. My Ebony North Star.
See, maybe, well, I don't know, maybe because Michael Ealy kind of took Tay Diggs' place as like the
as what? Don't say dark nigga.
No. I'm saying as the next black guy that black women fawn over.
I think he was right after. I think right after Tay it was it wasn't. It was somebody after.
Skipped over Morris Chestnut and went straight to Michael Ealy.
I like how Morris Chestnut, as much as I don't like Morris like that, I like how that he been in the game so long. Circle back.
Side note.
I give Morris that.
Side note, we talk about the Wayans brothers having strong genes. Yo, Eddie Murphy's genes is so strong, and his daughters is ridiculous.
I only seen one of them. Wait a minute, is it Mel B's daughter?
Oh no, it's the one from Bella Murphy that was in Coming to America.
Okay,
I was like, Eddie could not deny that was his kid ever. If I see her, and I'm like, yeah, that's your kid, Eddie. Sorry, this just is what it is.
Shout outs to Darius. Yes, Beverly Hills Cop 2 is underrated.
I would say that.
I can't say it's underrated though. It's
underrated because it didn't perform as strong as the second movie, and it got mixed reviews at the.
This is the second movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
The way you said it.
But here's the thing.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying is this movie didn't perform as strong as the first movie, and it was also getting ripped apart by critics.
I mean, I would understand the third one, but not the second one. That's kind of crazy.
No, Chris. Remember. This is especially back in the 80s. you're doing a sequel.
Yeah.
How below you?
But they did
Remember that?
Aliens.
That was different. That was Ridley
different. They
Scott.
were no, see, not only was that Ridley Scott, they were also telling a story. A
Also,
continuing
Chris,
story.
remember, we established this. Ridley was the MCU back then. They knew what they was getting. They knew exactly what they bought.
Of course, we're all in agreement that they should have just stopped at 3.
I mean, third was where it's
Third was where it ended, and
real
where it
quick.
should have just stayed ending.
Real quick about the third. The third movie is made the mistake, kind of like some of these newer movies that try to revisit old movies do, where it's like your heart's in the right place, but no. Sometimes you get lucky.
But I think but you gotta think about back then they were ready to bomb it no matter what. Sequels for a long time, even to this day, still got the thing where, oh, why are you making another one?
Then again, you're right, because even though it was Golden Globus, Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo did do lesser than the first movie.
Sequels usually always do. You know what I mean? That's
unless you're Terminator
or Die Hard 2.
Yeah. And I came in Terminator. Terminator is probably the best example of that. I know somebody's probably mention the MCU. I wouldn't necessarily say that, because the MCU was more of a series.
It's a machine.
Thank you. It was more of a machine than really anything else.
It's like a monster machine that nobody saw coming. So it's the sequel talk kind of makes them exempt in a way.
Exactly.
Because as much as we talk shit about Thor: Dark World, it's like, yeah, it made more money than the first one, but like,
yeah. But no, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, when it comes to when the whole fact that
I don't know why it would be mixed though. That's the thing, because it didn't seem as though the plot for this movie was stupid. It seemed very straightforward.
Okay. I think because there's a lot of similarities. That's number one. There's a lot of similarities.
The strip club scene.
Me and Eris actually talked about it earlier. Even though we could say, yes, this is unique, this is different from the first one, there's a lot of beats that happen in the first one that happens in the second one that, trust me, we could have went over. We didn't go over because there was no need to do that. You know what I mean? Because you already went through it in the first one. So I think when you do have, like I say, is with you repeating some of the stuff, trying to grab onto old nostalgia of the first movie, and like I said, on top of that, critics had this thing of hating sequels. And one more thing that we're not factoring in, but we do better. If you notice these, y'all, we do better with this around about the 2000s and forward. But we don't know the political climate of the time. And I'm not talking about the Russians versus the United States. I'm talking about what was going on in 1987. What was the mood? What was the feel? What was people feeling about Eddie Murphy at the time? We weren't, look, we were alive. We didn't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. If this was like 98, we could probably say, yeah, back then. But nah. So that's.
Really, I mean, the only thing we had in the only thing I remember,
he was just big.
The only thing I remember, huge. The only thing in '87 I remember was Reagan and Gorbachev. That's only because of history lessons of what we knew about that year.
Now, I'm talking about as far as what was going on.
Oh, Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah,
that's what I meant. I meant that type of politics. What was going on in there? Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. How did people feel about Eddie Murphy? How were people feeling about this? About that young star in the background, Paul Reiser? What were people thinking about the director at the time? What was going on?
Hold on. Wait, stop. There's something else you also got to factor in. Now, this goes back to what you were saying about what was going on with Eddie during the 90s. What I believe was going on with Eddie was the same thing that went on with MJ. Fatigue.
Oh, yeah. Fatigue didn't hit him until the 90s, though.
Yeah, right? and I'm not even talking about him as a performer, as an actor, or anything like that. He was doing fine. It's everybody else got fatigue of him.
You want to talk example. Great example of it. Somebody that copies a lot of Eddie Murphy style. A lot of you say you can't stand the motherfucker right now. His name is Kevin Hart. The same thing. Fatigue in 1987 is different than it is now. You know what I mean?
But hold on. fatigue. I mean, but Hollywood fatigue for Eddie Murphy did not hit until the mid '90s.
Until it did.
Well, my thing with Kevin Hart is that even
That's
Kevin
actually
Hart
true.
realized, like, let me ease up on some shit because you notice Kevin Hart isn't in a lot of shit like he
No,
normally
he's not.
is.
No, it's not. That's
He has
exactly
he has projects lined up, but it's not like hitting you in the
Exactly.
face.
Exactly.
But
Much
think
like
about-
Eddie, you're
but
going to
think
hit
about
a
it. He
peak.
doesn't-
You're going to hit a peak, and you're going to be like, either A, I need to pull it back, or B, they're going to start pulling it back. And when they start pulling it back, that's not a good thing. So
think
I will
about it.
give Kevin Hart that. He's been very smart with his whole little setup.
But think about this. You can't at this point in the game, Hollywood fatigue. Y'all are slow to this because I've been banked up for for at least a decade. I'm good.
Like Liam
You can be
Neeson-
tired of me all you want.
Like
I can walk away from this shit and come back 5 years later and still be good.
Like Liam Neeson is still putting out the same bullshit Taken plot lines even to this day. He actually has a new movie out that's the same shit as Taken. But
you want to know what's so wonderful?
Oh.
You want to know what's so wonderful? Liam has been making the same movie. Bruce Willis has been doing the same thing too, except nobody wants to see Bruce Willis. And it's just amazing. They both have been making the same movie for the last 15 years.
But anyways, guys.
No, we're forgetting about the best part of this movie.
The finale. The
Yes,
finale. So they come to the realization that the horse race is getting robbed once Eddie figures out from Bogomil's daughter, like, hey, all his shit got shut down except for the horse track that he owns. Oh, he's robbing a horse track. Bet. And they go there. That's when you find out that Kane was going to be the patsy for the alphabet killer because old girl takes the gun from the security guard that he just gun butted upside the head, which I didn't know because I thought they killed the guys until he's right there on the stage. Like, here's the security guard that saved the day and killed the alphabet killer. I'm like, he's alive?
I'm like, yeah,
wow.
They knocked him out, used his gun to kill Kane and the other accomplice.
Lutz was jerking himself off in excitement.
I'm about to say, Lutz coming out here acting like they done did something, like he done found fucking Riddler and shit like that. Like, yo, bro.
I love it because here Axel's sitting here going, yeah, I cracked it. Like, holy shit, you beat the computer, dude. This one was so easy. Like
it's not even the full code.
Like they made sure that this clue, the E crime, was going to be like the easiest one. Like they specifically wanted the cops to figure this one out very easily. All the other ones is like the first one. All the first three were hard as shit codes to crack. This last one, dude, a 5-year-old could have figured this out.
That one, that would have been a dead giveaway that something ain't right. Not to Lutz.
Yep.
Look, I like the confusion on the security guard's face. Like, he saved the day, and he's like, yeah.
Something, and I want to point out this right here. This is this scene right. I mean, this shot right here. Eddie already figured out both of these two. Yeah, figured out Lutz and his partner. He said, first of all, Lutz is nothing more than a fucking shit tin horn politician. He's not even a cop. And his boy, dude, he couldn't find the alphabet band if he nuked the entire city.
And the thing of it is, like I said, Lutz
is how much you suck.
Lutz is police.
As a cop.
He's police that I mean, like I said, going back to a show like The Wire, he's a political cop, basically, like you said, Sue. Like, it's like he's so political that it's like you, instead of just trusting cops to do the job that they're supposed to do, you trying to make it political and you kind of fuck them out of doing their job.
So the beginning of 2020. I didn't say that.
I mean, yeah, a TV show that showed it, but 2020 did kind of like really emphasize that and double down on that, triple down on that shit. So
no, I'm just saying the whole beginning of the year 2020.
I mean,
politicize the fuck out of something, but
like
we're already 2 years in. I ain't even gonna mention.
But my thing is this: after that whole thing, Axel sees like the dirty water and it was like, where's that coming from? The horses. Because earlier in the movie, Axel saw Bogomil's shoes and tried to compare it to the dirt outside, thinking that, well, maybe Bogomil hit the dirt outside of his house. He's like, this ain't the same dirt.
This don't match.
This is because that dirt was more redder than the dirt at his home. So when he sees that and sees the horse, he's like, son of a bitch, that's Maxwell's horses. Oh, they're at the because he owns the oil rigs too.
Yeah, the oil rigs, and the pasture, which is like right next to the freaking oil rigs. And I'm going, huh? Dent, you really did not think this all the way through. For how intelligent you are, I don't think you thought that.
I mean, Bogomil figured it out, hence why he got killed.
Bogomil got a freaking tip and was able to figure it out. He was so close to nailing your ass.
He ran there.
My
checked
man
the
was
dirt, saw the horses, and was like,
My man was running out there in the freaking dad shorts and New Balances.
Hey, man, that was the style in the 80s, man. Them John Stockton shorts.
Them Stockton shorts.
I like to say for the record, John Stockton was such a white guy that even when they hit the 90s, when everybody was wearing the long shorts, John Stockton's like, nah, bro,
still rocking the
keeping the shits, keeping it.
And you know what?
He's gonna come back. Trust me.
You're gonna get these pale white legs as I give all these rebounds. Throw these rebounds.
No, these shorts are gonna come back in style. Trust me.
You know what the sad part about it was this. The sad part about it was when D picked up the phone. Wait a minute. John Stockton actually believes in the non-vaccination stuff, and he actually believes that this is a government conspiracy. I would have never thought a guy that wore shorts like that would ever have any association with that.
Meanwhile, Jeff Hornacek is like,
we didn't know how pure white that John was. We forget this nigga went to Gonzaga. We forgot how white this motherfucker was.
I mean, I wasn't surprised. I was waiting for Jeff Hornacek to chime in, but he didn't chime in. So
Jeff Hornacek like, nah, I'm okay. That's how he sounded to me.
All right,
but nah. When we get to the finale, like Eris's boy rolls out the fucking duster. It was like, I've been waiting for this shit for so long.
Yeah, let me go to that, because again, this was the scene that I was waiting for when I saw this movie. It's one thing for Bogue. I mean, it's one thing for Rosewood to be such a fan of Rambo. He loves Rambo, he loves Cobra, he loves like all these 80s action movies that for some reason exist in the universe of Beverly Hills Cop.
They still exist.
Therefore, therefore, they can never do a crossover with any of this shit. So, he decided
Sly Stallone exists in Beverly Hills. Wow. Shocking.
So what we get is, I'm thinking, all right. First of all, we're seeing the character the progression of Rosewood, which goes back to what I had mentioned earlier, where I said, dude, I loved Rosewood's character in this movie because he had the best character development. You saw the moment he got the green light that, okay, I'm in it for the shits with Axel for the next 2-3 days. And once the first part was he pulled out the gun. Remember when he pulled out the freaking Dirty Harry gun when they were running?
Bruh, he said, I need a bigger gun because of the shootout from last night.
He said, after the shootout last week, I realized I needed more firepower.
We need to talk, Billy.
No, but then before that, when they tried to break into the gun, the shooting club's desk at the shooting club, Axel's knife breaks. My man Billy pulls out the freaking true switch blade.
I love it because you just saw the fuck. I'm like, whoa!
That thing just went shink, and he's like, "Here, try mine." And Taggart being very concerned, like, Billy, what the hell is that? Like, what's with the knife? Hey, it's mine, home protection. Billy, we really gotta talk, man.
When I knew Billy was with the shits.
That.
Look at the face. Look at the face.
Look at the face. Look at the determination.
Concentration.
This shot, by the way,
nigga was waiting.
This shot, by the way, I want to point out something. Number one, the way that they both held their guns and shot at the alarm and said authorized. That is pure movie shit.
That was because they just pow. Authorized. Oh,
that is pure movie shit. So they pull up to the Dead's oil field, and my man. I mean, they look down. They're like, "All right, well, we know what needs to be done." Billy goes to the trunk. Yes, he goes to the trunk, and he pulled. First, I see him
waiting to do this the whole time.
It was like, Billy, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Sarge, but I've been waiting to do this I've wanted to do this for a long time. My man pulls out the duster and 2 shotguns. When I saw this, I said, Billy, did you watch A Better Tomorrow the night before or something?
Dude. Taggart is even more funny because when they get down there and they see all the guns and the grenades and the missiles, Taggart's like, "Hey Billy, you need this? You
He's
don't
like,
have
hey,
it, do you?"
you don't have one of these, do you?
Billy looks at him and was like, "All right, put the shit in his
Dude,
pocket."
let me tell you something. It was Christmas Day for Billy.
Billy was looking like Chow Yun Fat in Better Tomorrow. Well, Chow Yun Fat's twin brother in A Better Tomorrow too. Let me side note for a second. That has to be the most goofiest, but yet I had no problem with the subplot of A Better Tomorrow too. So you need a Chow Yun Fat in the sequel. So twin brother.
Twin brother.
Twin brother.
All right, fine.
Twin brother.
But
Fine,
no,
fuck it. This works.
yes, all of this.
The aviator, the shotgun.
The aviator, the shotgun, the duster. Billy wearing his balls on the outside of that duster is just chef's kiss.
And the reason why I'm glad you bring it up is for one main reason. Judge Reinhold has been in a bunch of movies that got critical acclaim and all the rest of that shit. This is it. This is the big one. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Everything that he's done led up to this.
Let me tell you something. This is a man that was in Stripes, a movie written by the great Harold Ramis. This has been a man that has been in all three of the Santa Claus's movies, meaning that he's always going to get a paycheck from Disney. Judge has done a bunch of shit. This is the pinnacle right here. This is when he was 31 years old when he did this film. This was it. If God shot him the next day, he would have been happy. I love it, man. I love how he was in this whole movie, man.
I loved every bit of this. I mean, it was really this. Like, out of all the action sequences, out of all the gunfights, everything that took place, it was this. The finale is what cemented this movie as being the best Beverly Hills Cop movie to me. I mean, dude, look at this. It's Christmas Day for Billy.
Dude, the fact that Taggart looked at the trunk was like, Jesus Christ, Billy, what is... All right,
and you know the best part? Billy sat there, read the instructions, and accidentally failed forward.
He blew up a
truck that was driving away from the scene of the crime.
Hey.
No, the reaction
from police work, if you ask me.
No. The reaction from Billy was priceless because after he pressed, first of all, he's reading the instructions, and D, you said this before we recorded, and yes, you're right. That is me. This is pure me. My man is reading the instructions to a rocket launcher, and I love how he says, "Pull pin, extend, press this button, and wow, okay, aim through there, and then press this." It was so cartoony the way that they shot out, hit the truck, blew it up, and I mean, priceless reaction, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in total shock that I just dropped the damn thing, and at that point he goes right back to just unloading them shotguns. The only person who reloaded out of everybody was Axel.
Really?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yeah, seriously. I didn't see Taggart reload. I didn't see Billy for damn sure didn't reload. Dude, his duster was infinite ammo.
Man.
Because he didn't even have to aim. He just pointed both of them and he's just unloading. I think what I really liked was out of all those guys they were shooting inside that warehouse, it was only the ones that were outside that actually got hit. Because nobody on the inside, nobody got hit on the inside. It was everybody that was on the roof. Taggart shot one down. Billy shot somebody trying to run, and that was really it. But the gunfight, that freaking standoff between everybody was great. Axel even got an explosion scene where he took the grenades, tossed in that other truck, and blew that truck up. The other part where Billy was going in with those damn shotguns, it was a good cover for Axel because prior to that, remember he got caught, and he was about to get killed, and then Billy, of course, getting the whole alarm system thing wrong. The alarm went off, creates a distraction, punch, shot to the nuts, and kept going for Axel.
I like how Axel. So Dent does the whole thing of you can hear his voice, and Axel gets caught off guard and sees like the henchman that was above him about to cap him, and Axel kills him and stuff, right? Axel, I'm gonna say this. I feel personally he got a lucky shot on Dent in that car killing him. I'll be real. It was a lucky shot.
Straight headshot.
That's a 1 in a million shot. Because I'm like, yo, Axel, he's about ready to flapjack your ass like immediately.
But hey, he was quick with it.
And the car spontaneously burst into flames. The fuck is up with that?
No. It didn't just spontaneous.
It felt that way. It felt that way.
No.
Oh, some black dynamite, like, yeah.
No,
not
Chris.
so much spontaneous.
No, it didn't. Let me explain. Because I love. No,
spontaneous.
this is one of my favorites. This is definitely one of my favorite. What the fuck kind of explosions? Because he shoots the car. I mean, shoots dude in the head. Car goes flying. It flies. It falls. I mean, it lands. It lands face first on the ground, but it explodes after being perfectly planted sideways. The car was planted sideways.
That was some black dynamite shit right there.
It was laying sideways, and he just blew it up. It just explodes. I'm like, okay, how the hell did anybody not notice
That
this?
was Chicago win. Like, yeah.
If anything, if there's anything you can point out, we make the joke. Beverly Hills Cop 1 is a movie that has not aged particularly well. This scene in Beverly Hills Cop 2 definitely ages the movie.
I'll tell you what aged well. One of the things I've been noticing about movie nowadays that a good chunk of movies have been failing at and some movies have been succeeding at is how they portray women, in sort of any sort of role, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say Bridget Nielsen, the way they portrayed her as just as equal as the guys.
Yeah, she was the number 2.
So like Taggart shooting her, it didn't come off on some like, oh my God, why did the man shoot her? It's like, she deserved that.
You know what?
She made the villain. She made the villain mistake by talking. You decided to give the freaking villain line, "Goodbye, Mr. Folk. Don't talk."
And
Bridget,
I like how Taggart shot her, and he looked at
like, excuse me, Miss Nielsen, don't talk. Don't say a word. Just pull the trigger. You're done.
Taggart's line is funny. He's like,
women.
Like
I still love that line.
I think it's a great line.
Women, am I right?
Like I always laugh at the people that want to bring that up. Like, why do we have to kill the woman? Or like, well, she did it for different reasons because a man put her in that position. It's like, why are y'all finding excuses to make these women girl bosses? Why are y'all finding these weird excuses?
Good example.
They're a villain.
Good example.
Let them be a villain.
Good example. Hateful Eight. Everybody for some reason felt some way about old girl getting hung, and it was a lot of us like, "Hey guys, you do realize
what the girl that said she had a big old ass?"
No, Daisy Domergue.
Yeah, Daisy Domergue.
Oh,
and everybody, they didn't like the fact that Kurt Russell was hitting her, and everybody had to remind them, you do realize she was a killer.
Yeah.
Like,
also,
like,
D
what
hate
talking
to
about
here.
Like,
D hate to say this part. The term Wild Wild West mean there are no rules. Fuck that. So
but everybody was really mad that Kurt Russell was like, Dean. I'm like, no, she's a fucking villain. She killed people. Like, what are we doing here?
The worst one. Why did Killmonger kill his girlfriend?
First off, I'm just gonna put this out there. Fuck it, because this ain't the Black Panther podcast. I'm gonna address it right here. Number one, if you watch Killmonger, he doesn't care about fucking nobody. So guess what? You really think his jump off? You really think he was gonna save his jump off? Yes, that was his jump off. You really think he was gonna save her? No.
You do realize what?
You think you gonna keep her around?
Realize that Killmonger works in absolutes. She is nothing more than the means to an end.
Yeah, you thought she was gonna be there for the ride in Wakanda? Fuck no.
I'm sorry. And D hates to be that person. You think he's gonna keep her alive for her to go? I don't know why you doing that. T'Challa looks like he has a point. I mean, like, you think I'm gonna keep her around for that?
Just for later, he's just gonna sit there and choke her and snap her neck, and then everybody.
It's gonna be way worse. You better be glad she got capped.
I mean, listen. Let me listen. I did her a favor because because top and box, outstanding.
Also,
they're both outstanding.
He did the most villainous fuckboy shit by saying, "Baby, it's gonna be all right." Yes.
but no.
Yo,
But I gotta go back to this explosion though.
Oh man,
The car. The bruh, how do you go from this? Okay, how do you go from this shit? Car is going this way. This is the ground. The car lands here, explodes here. How do you do that?
I mean,
jump cutting.
it's the same as the editing of Billy back in the semi truck where it felt like they jump cut it on some stuff. I'm like,
They
jump.
did.
Remember in Death Wish 2 where that car like, all right, I guess it's not going to blow it. Tap, boom.
but Billy.
I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. 3 Black Geeks cannot wait until we rip open the box that is Death Wish again. Oh, we're spinning back around.
No,
Individual by individuals.
Oh,
But
we're
listen.
going back.
No, but-
Look, it's probably gonna be Rocky Rules. I know we ain't going over the first one. No, let's just get to the good ones.
no, but listen, that shot. I mean, like finally when everybody's starting to surrender, some people try to run away. Billy again, like hold it, starts firing off that shotgun. I'm like, dude, that is a semi-auto shotgun that he is unloading. Y'all need to.
Pause. We
What?
forgot the most illustrious scene ever. Hey, I'm from the Rap Coalition Group. Do you like
I
rap music?
was gonna go back. I was gonna do that. Yeah, but he said, man, he said, turn around, put that gun over there.
It's like,
Never
he's
feed
like,
off me. Hey,
yo,
It's like
baby, yo, baby,
yo, yo, baby, yo,
baby,
baby,
yo,
yo.
baby.
Say ow, ow. Nah, the one that had me, he was like, "You're not smiling." I am smiling.
He said, don't you like rap music? Yeah, I like rap music. If you like rap music so much, why you ain't smiling? I am smiling. Smile big. Smile real big. Like Eddie Murphy, again, finesse king of the 80s. Axel Foley, finessing,
Wait a minute.
finessing motherfucker since 1987. Well, technically 84. That's where his movie
You about to
started.
click that one? Judge Reinhold just knew he was going to get cast in the Western.
Yo,
Judd
Yeah.
Reinhold wishes he was Wyatt Earp.
yes he does. Yes he does. The way he rolled up in that motherfucker.
It's like I won't be casting in Tombstone Sunday. No, you won't.
No, you won't. And I think that was a
No.
mistake because they saw your character in this movie. You should have been somebody.
Yo,
Shouldn't-
Judge Reinhold was like, you know what movie? You know what? I used to love Bonanza as a kid. That looks like a guy that said that.
Oh, Judge Reinhold definitely like I love Bonanza.
Oh, Bonanza, like Bonanza or the God, what was the other one? No,
Rawhide.
no, it was Bonanza. The Cartwrights was on Bonanza. Yeah, it was Bonanza.
No, but I just like how Lutz tries to go in there and tries to do his yelling shtick, and like all of a
Hold on,
sudden,
well, I'm sorry, CJ. Before he did that, it was before Lutz showed up. I love that. I love that scene of Billy once again. He is soaking up all of the scenery in this one scene because the man is walking around. He's holding one shotgun like this. He's pointing the other one like from the waist. He's doing the whole fire from the hip shit. He's holding the shit by his waist, going like, "Police, freeze!" Like you're under arrest. I think they know that, Billy. Drop your weapons and put your hands on your head. Their
I'm
hands
just
are
saying.
already up, Billy.
Look. That was just hate right there from Tagging and D's opinion because
I'm like, Billy is soaking in. He is taking all of this in.
now I was going to say this. This is one of the most Jerry Bruckheimer looking
Oh, yes,
shots
it
of the
is.
movie too.
it's the
Hold on, you wanna-
dusting, the coloring, and everything.
No. You want to know? You
The
want to know
sepia, the sepia,
Sepia.
the sepia. You want to
the
know?
sepia,
You-
the dust.
No, D. You know the other shot the other shot that's just like this, but literally 7 years later. Oh, the freaking
Bad Boys.
yeah. I was gonna say the freaking hangar scene from Bad Boys. That ending shot.
Here's the sick part. This
And
is the
guess who did that movie?
Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
This is the sick part. This is the sepia tone that Netflix for some reason considers using whenever they go to Mexico. And I'm like, can I just get a normal color Mexico? Why does it have to be sepia
No.
tone?
No, because that
No.
is the color. Come on.
No.
I just came from
Okay.
watching
No,
fucking
sir. No. Okay.
You can't
Just
do
now.
you can't do this to me after I watched Sicario and I saw normal ass Mexico and you gonna hit me with the sepia tone shit.
Wow, you watched that movie?
No, Sicario.
You gonna bring out
With
Sicario, knowing
I
damn well
know.
that Thomas Jade always does authentic shit. You gonna bring out somebody
No,
that
no, no, no,
cares
no,
about
no,
stuff?
No, with
no.
not Del Toro.
No,
other
I know
boy.
the movie. No, I got the movie. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, wow, you've seen Sicario, CJ. Were you kind of underwhelmed as I was?
No, the second one was underwhelming. The first one is hot fire. Like,
Mm.
Really?
definitely.
You think the first one's good? I thought the second one was good.
No, I like the first one just because of how it ends with him killing old boys. Like the old boy thought he was going to survive, but he killed his wife and kid first, then killed him.
Yeah.
That was
Taylor
like,
Sheridan. I said it wrong. Taylor Sheridan. He actually didn't direct it. He wrote it. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but it's just like, yeah, we saw normal ass Mexico, and then Netflix is like, nah, we're gonna give you sepia tone. That's
Nah,
Mexico.
fuck
And
all
I'm
that
like,
shit. Fuck that shit. Y'all don't need that.
But what you were saying though, CJ, like Lux
Told her
shows
go
up
dust
and he like Lux shows up and he just starts yelling at
what the fuck are you doing here? Blah blah
He's
blah.
like, what are you doing? Why'd you bring a gunfight down to my city?
It's like,
You
but
brought a
sir,
war zone here. Like, sir, shut up. But sir, I'm just trying to explain. Shut up. I'm like, this is how you get fired.
no,
And
you
I'm not-
shut up.
And I'm not even talking about Rosewood or Taggart.
You shut up.
Yes. It's like, this is what the alphabet. No, when they mentioned that they solved the alphabet crime, he's like, bullshit, you solved the alphabet crime. I solved it over a body bag. I'm like,
Axel had a conceited face, like
bro, I solved this shit before the crime even happened. But
I saw this shit before I even got in the room.
Like, I saw that shit before anybody even thought about it. But hey, you know what? Do you, boo boo? You got it.
Look at Sue over here getting sassy, like Jalen Ramsey over here.
Just
tell
saying.
me.
like, hey, I saw this shit before. Like, I could have told you the answer, but hey, you know what? Fuck me, right?
It's the best line ever. Fuck me, right?
I know. Fuck me, right?
Somebody tells him, no, this is what the alphabet crime is about. Guns. That guy sold them. And this guy over here, he was using money by ripping off his own racetrack. Now, if you had bothered to take your head out of your ass, you would have saw that we solved the whole damn thing.
Axel over here, like,
I know, right? Axel's reaction is beautiful.
Yo, I like how the mayor, the whole movie, has been biding his time because he's letting Let's do this.
He feels like
except
the mayor
for one part.
It feels like he's the mayor in Ghostbusters 2, where he's just waiting for his scene.
Yeah. But no, except for that part earlier in the movie when he shows up and he says, I have not seen such such an abuse of authoritative attitude, in a long time. It really shouldn't even matter who XYZ is. The fact that the crime was solved and
the money's back.
And the money is back. That should be the important thing here.
Exactly.
And then I like when he walks out, he was like, Ted, I'm sorry, mayor.
Yeah. And I like how the mayor immediately was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. He's like, I'm just tired of this. He's like, yes, sir. I know I got an anger problem. Yeah, that's cool. You're fired.
It's like, you're fired. It's like, what? Get out of here. Fired. I'm like, you're gonna regret this. I would have I've been regretting it for the last 2 months. Like, get out of here.
Also, you
too.
Fuck out of here.
Fired.
It's like, are they civilians, sir? Yes.
You bet.
So I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna kick your ass later. Well, by the way, before the mayor leaves for the for that feed the homeless thing in Beverly Hills, he's like, I'm gonna make a $200 donation in the name of Sidney Bernstein, which, by the way, shout outs to Gilbert Gottfried.
Funniest shit ever. He's like, that was my wife's car. That's my wife's car.
One of the best scenes. They found when they found his account, when they found Dent's accountant's information, they're like, all right, Sidney Bernstein. Let's look up what can we get on him? All right, he's got a car. Let's go ahead. We're gonna say he's got a bunch of unpaid parking tickets. We're gonna throw a warrant out for his arrest. Dude, the pull-up game. They rolled into his office.
Dude, the fact that he was like, what are you talking about? I don't have tickets. That's my wife's car. That's my wife's car. That's her tickets.
But it's in your name though.
Like how he just, again, it's typical Gilbert Gottfried, picks up the phone. Bitch.
Yes. He says, "Hey, listen. Is there something that I have in this office
that you want
that you could have? I mean, that I could give you that would make you sort of forget about those little pink tickets you're holding."
Yeah. The pick a figure. He's
Yeah,
I
he's
can
like,
put it
"What
in
do
your
you-"
right hand. I can make everything in that left hand just gone. Forget about it.
Dude, the way he described that was hilarious. He's like, like you could be holding one thing, in your left hand, but in the other hand, you're like, you forget about it. You're like, well, what was that? Well, why am I even holding this? I'm concentrating on this thing here.
I want people to understand this is tame Guilford Godfrey.
Very tame.
Problem Child 1 and 2 was over the top Gilbert Godfrey.
One, what was it? Both are from the one was from, like, wasn't the first one from the 80s and the second one
89, 90.
Yeah, 89, because the second one came out in the
92,
90s.
92, 93.
Oh, but yeah, dude, when he said so you thinking if I had like $200 in
$200?
Now, what I loved is Taggart and Billy's reaction. They both just threw on the sunglasses and were like, you know what, we got nothing. Which, by the way, you know what, both Taggart and Rosewood learned something. And that's very simply this: when Axel is talking, lying specifically,
just
shut the fuck up.
Sit back and watch.
Sit back and shut up.
I just like to shut the fuck up.
Because it's true. Ever since the beginning of ever since the first movie, when he said, y'all just had to go. It said, listen, the super cop story, it was working. All right. He was believing it. I had him going, and y'all just had to go and fuck up a perfectly good lie. They learned that lesson. They said, you know what? From now on, whenever Axel talks, we ain't saying shit.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, like, dog. And the thing of it is, they're going to get pretty much clearly, Rosewood and, Taggart, they're going to get, some medals and get a promotion. Obviously, we see clearly Billy got a bit of a promotion boost when we see him in Beverly Hills Cop 3, but that's a different story altogether.
Dude, he became, okay, it was just a series of acronyms.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
But, like, I like at this point, the big boss contacts,
it was the mayor.
The mayor contacted Todd, who, by the way, Axel's friend decides to, he wrecked the Ferrari. The Ferrari.
No, he didn't. Okay, two things that he did. Number one, bro, this has to be like the greatest troll move ever. He calls his friend, tells him to call Todd early in the morning because Lutz is going to call his office and ask him about
9 o'clock.
And ask him at 9 o'clock. Hey, do you have an Axel Foley working for you? Is he part of this
FBI
federal task force thing?
And Paul Reiser got to do what every white guy loved to do back then: talk like a jive talking black man,
which was too good.
Not quite jive. It wasn't quite.
It wasn't as jive as he could have.
It wasn't as. It wasn't
he
offensive.
could have done it.
It wasn't it wasn't offensive. It was like it was hitting close to that line where it's like, all right.
No, you know what it would have done it? He's like, do you know Axel Foley? Shit. He did something like that.
The thing is, he legit talked like Todd without going over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing about it, he had to be quick because right down the hall. All right, who the fuck tricked my ass?
Because we know Todd is the guy that gets to the place 15 minutes before the appointment. And he rolled in there like, the fuck is this?
Man said, can you come down to my office for breakfast?
So the fact that Todd got to the police station at 9 o'clock, I'm like, oh, Todd got to that place early and figured out the jig easily.
I don't even think. No, he didn't even figure it out. He just said, "The fuck are you doing in my office?" And just let it go.
This ain't my office. You goddamn right it ain't your office.
Just let it go.
His boy wrecked a Ferrari, but Todd is not as angry with Axel.
The way he responded to that was expert tutelage. And what the fuck you been telling them about me? Well, now that you've done being a California hero, I hope you get your ass back here to do your real job. Oh, and by the way, your super undercover
Mario Andretti.
He said, wreck the goddamn Ferrari. He said, here, you talk to Jeffrey. Axel, listen, I'm sorry. Like, it wasn't my fault. It was a bus that just came out of nowhere. He hung up. He hung up on me.
So Axel and them get back to the house. They're going out here. And, Billy's like, hey, why don't we just go out here and get some marlin fish? You don't have to go back to, Detroit that quick. gonna have to go to Mexico and get some marlin fish. He's like, nah, I need to
Mexico
go back.
way, yeah. That was a guy like, let's get some hookers. Come on. Night is young.
My man said I'm going back to Detroit for
The
some good
weekend
old
just
fat.
started.
Like,
Come on, guys.
he said I'm going back to. He's like, I'm going back to Detroit for some good old fashioned American street violence. He's like, shit. Like, Taggart, why don't you come with me? Your wife left. I know some young guys. I know some girls that'd be interested in you. Nah, his ex-wife came back.
His wife came back.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
you.
Like, nigga, congratulations. Look at you, man. Like, the man is a stud this whole time, swinging. Didn't tell nobody.
Swinging.
You know what I really feel happened? They had a dumbass argument. The wife left him. Didn't really officially leave him, but just left him. Went to the mom's house, chilled, whatever, and then they made up in between scenes that we didn't see in a phone call.
Nah. Tag went to that Playboy mansion. Call that your baby. We gotta talk.
Yeah.
No, D. He hit her with the Jim Jones. Hey yo, we gotta have a plan.
We gotta have a plan. Maureen, listen to me. This is one of those conversations that we need to have.
We gotta have a plan.
But like, I like how Axel leaves and then the actual owners of the place come in. Who's that black guy?
Hey, who's the fucking black guy over there?
Oh,
fucking Lou Ferrigno's uncle show up.
My man said, why don't you take care of my uncle's place until he comes back? And he's like, Axel, that's not really your uncle's house, is it? Oh yeah, trust me. I love how nobody did not notice the car pulling up in the driveway.
Hey, it was a black owner's bid it. Hey, who are y'all? Why you on my?
Oh.
You know, the only thing that saves them from this shit is knowing that they're cops.
Yeah.
You know what actually also saves them? The end credits when Eddie Murphy went.
Wrong song, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Did you say higher love?
Hey, look, it's the 80s.
No,
I mean, I'm just saying.
No. First of all, y'all go put some respect on James Ingram's name. With there's got to be a better way. That song slaps.
No. Me and Chris know a better way of doing that. No. That was Johnny Mathis. Never mind.
Exactly. Stop.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I was going to break that out.
No, better. No, got to be a better way was a song that definitely slapped for this.
No, but so we were talking about the box office for Beverly Hills Cop. It came out on Memorial Day weekend. So this again. I feel like a lot of the older movies we forget like a lot of the hits that was there. Beverly Hills Cop opened number 1. Ernest Goes to Camp number 2.
Mild, but okay.
Yeah. Again, this is the first Ernest movie, and I think the previous weekend they actually did a lot more money first weekend. So all right, cool. The Secret of My Success, I think that's a Matthew Broderick movie. It was number 3. Ishtar number 4. The Gate, creepy movie with Stephen Dorff. Stop motion monsters. The Chipmunk Adventure number 6. Platoon number 7. Lethal Weapon number 8. Blind Date number 9. Crocodile Dundee number 10. Now I want to mention these last two because they're relevant because it's the 80s. Raising Numbers Arizona number 11 and Creepshow 2 number 12.
Now actually, I'm going to stop you all there. What came out that weekend? Other than Beverly Hills Cop, what came out that weekend?
It's only showing Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
So Ernest Goes to Camp is technically the newer movie.
So guess what? It had nobody to go against. It really had nobody to go against. Platoon, you mentioned Platoon, which is a good thing that you did mention Platoon, meaning that people could still go watch it at the time. But that being said, it wasn't going against nobody. And seeing that
because even on the second weekend, it only dropped 35%. It was still number 1 because the following week you had Summer Heat. That was a new movie and it did not do that well. Then you go to the third week. Okay, it still beat out the new movies because in the third week it beat out Untouchables and Harry and the Hendersons.
Wow. And those are two movies I know and I can mention. Yeah, they would beat those out.
And also shout out to Benji the Hunted because it came out. But I want to be real. I have a theory that Benji movies were funded by public access channels because that's the only reason.
No.
They had a budget behind them because where's the budget at?
Benji has a real fan base behind it. It had a
real
big.
But how much was the budget though?
They were low. Of course they were low. But the fandom that's behind the Benji crap is stupid. It was stupid. For the 80s,
bigger than
wow.
Airbud. Bigger than Airbud.
I would say on the same level, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
You know, around that same level, I would say that.
So guys, listen.
So actually, by the time it got to the 4th week, it took Predator to take it off.
Of course.
Wow.
But guys, look at this shit. So let's look at a couple of things. The first one, Beverly Hills Cop 1's budget was 13 million and it made 316 million at the box office, right?
Second movie, 27
and the second
million.
movie had 27 and did 276 million at the box office.
So it made his money back
Still
and got
not
some
bad.
profit.
Still not
Dude,
bad.
it was successful. It was
profited.
It was a very successful movie. $27 million budget. You made 276 million. Hell, the $27 million budget, 8 million of that went to Eddie Murphy.
I mean, because you make you break even if you double the budget. So 274 out of 27 million, it still did pretty good.
Also, now I think I did mention this sometime ago when we talked about Beverly Hills Cop, that for this sequel, it was originally supposed to be filmed in London and Paris. But Eddie did not want to film outside of the U.S. at the time, so they rewrote everything.
Which is ironic.
It would have been a whole different other series.
It would have been completely different.
It was trying to make Rush Hour.
They were. It was Rush Hour. This movie would have been Rush Hour in '87 if you think about it.
I mean, you know, this was actually Chris Rock's first major movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And it's really insane.
This is This is also the second time that we got a black comedian who was not known in a big movie. The first one was Damon Wayans.
Yep.
Okay, so Damon Wayans, there was Chris Rock, and then hold on, was there anybody in Distinguished Gentlemen? But not Distinguished Gentlemen. I mean, Trading Places. There wasn't nobody in Trading Places.
No.
Yeah. It wasn't like Robin Harris, anybody in the background. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
No,
talking
I was thinking of the two black dudes, but I was like, nah, they're character actors to be sure, but they ain't like, you know, comedians. Yeah. Which funny, Bronson Pinchot was supposed to pop back up in here as Surge, but he had to do Perfect Strangers.
Yeah. So
first off, thank you so much, whoever person that said that's on Facebook. Find out who that is. But Bronson was supposed to be in this joint.
Yeah, he was supposed to come back. Freaking Balky from Perfect Strangers was supposed to be.
I think I was supposed to deal on.
Which again, he is a staple of the franchise. So it is kind of weird that he couldn't find a way to like snatch him off Perfect Strangers for like a day just to do something.
Well, wasn't Perfect Strangers filmed in New York at the time?
Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago,
and they were filming.
Actually,
in LA.
no, they took place in Chicago. I don't know where it was filmed.
Yeah, it was the unofficial backdoor pilot. It was the unofficial backdoor pilot for Family Matters.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. It really
was. It was weird how that was. But yeah,
TV shows were weird in the 80s.
Like, how the hell do you have like a whole other show?
I mean, let's be real. All in the Family All in the Family is how we got the Jeffersons.
No. But I'm saying, how the hell do you pitch this whole other show for the real show that you want to do?
Because your one character was an elevator operator and was like, all right, we're going to give her a show. And Urkel took it over.
Yep. But
life is stupid.
but seriously though, this movie. Oh, by the way, I also want to point out something else. Shout outs to our boy Tommy, freaking Tiny Zeus Lister. He was in this movie.
He got his SAG minimum wage that day, just being there.
Bruh, he was literally almost cut out of the movie completely because it was a hard cut. It's at the very beginning of the movie when Axel rolls in with the suit, and as soon as he walks in, and one of the other cops was like, "Hey, Foley, what are you doing here? Only real cops can come in through the front door." It's right before he says, "Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen a suit before." Dude sitting on the desk next to Axel, that was him.
Got his money and was like, "Yeah, bet. Now I get to do no holds bar."
Right. Like 2 years later.
Yeah, because No Holds Bar came out, what, 89?
89.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Hey, D, you probably know this more than me.
Was he still wrestling?
Was he wrestling around this time?
Who, Tiny?
Yeah.
You know what? I got to be real with you. I know nothing of Tiny's wrestling career. I feel like he was just a nigga they found at Gold's Gym.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I just remember around No Holds Bar, he was popping up in WWF for like
he
heavily.
was in WWF until like the 90, I think.
Okay, all
or
right.
something like I couldn't tell you, dog. I'll be
He
honest.
disappeared after Men on a Mission became a thing.
God, I think it was before that actually.
I was such a bark for Men on a Mission.
It was. We're on a mission.
Then Harlem Heat came in, and I was like, "Fuck Men on a Mission. I need Harlem Heat."
I remember him. I mean, Men on a Mission. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
Then we saw Viscera and was like, "Hey, man, oh, it's Viscera."
Hey, look, it's King Mabel. Oh, Viscera. Okay, cool.
Viscera.
I know. I said
He
Men on.
became Big
I said
Daddy V.
No, I said Men on a Mission. I'm definitely showing my age.
We're showing all our ages. I mean, come on now. Now, see, at that point, now I'm gonna be like, "Oh man, I went to this house show at the Cap Center, and it was Big Boss Man versus Nails. It was insane."
Oh God, Nails, nigga. What?
I still have guys. I still have my program from their house show in '99 when they first came to DC that summer of July.
And or here's just an easier way of showing it. He's gonna appear. He's gonna appear.
Speaking of which, so next show we're doing Superfly 2016.
I'm sorry. God, I can't. It's hard doing. It's hard to mimic beats, especially future beats.
It's trap music.
No, it ain't hard to do. You just gotta know what beat you're doing. In this case, it's like I don't know. This is that
Atlanta
weird,
trap.
No. This is like this. This is that weird Atlanta trap that niggas from Atlanta don't listen to.
I'll say this about Superfly. It wears its Atlanta badge loud and proud, and I think I love that for that movie, that they didn't like shy away from that shit. They didn't just take place in Atlanta and just ignore all that shit. They went all in on it 100% of the way. So it's like, I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. People who I think as a person who's been to Atlanta, I bet it's a lovely city. It's overrated. Stop.
Me and Eris have went to it. Me and Eris have went to Atlanta called Buckhead. We understand what you're talking about.
Yep.
And we were only there for a day. We didn't spend the night. A day.
One day.
Y'all was in Bankhead?
Yeah, Buckhead.
Oh, Buckhead or is it Bankhead? I don't know.
Buckhead. It was Buckhead.
Buckhead, whatever. It doesn't matter because I just got, like I said, Atlanta's just an overrated city. It's just overrated. I didn't say it was bad. I didn't say it was a good place to live. No. Overrated.
Meanwhile, somebody from Atlanta's listening to us. Well, fucking DC is overrated. I'm like, did we even say DC?
No. And here's what they said. When they said DC's overrated, here's me. You're from DC, aren't you? When did you move down there? 2009. Shut up.
But nah, Superfly is definitely a
I bet you when you got down there, yeah, man, I won't always come down to hot Atlanta.
Well, everybody goes to Atlanta and DC to repackage themselves.
No. Nobody comes to DC to repackage themselves. You come to DC you come to DC because you had a job out here. Okay, let's just be real. Let's be real with our city for 2.5 seconds.
Also,
either you're going to school or you got a job out here. Okay.
Also, realize a good chunk of them goober niggas are the same ones that think they can get chicks by saying, "See, I got a government security clearance. You want this dick, right?"
I got
I'm like,
security clearance, baby. We can do whatever we want. What you do? I file papers and.
Or to do what Eris does, except Eris
my fucking car though,
except Eris does it better. Eris is not going to brag about it. He just does his job and just fucks off and be like, "I'm out." That's it. Eris ain't going to brag to some chick about IT. He's like, "Nah, no."
Because who the fuck wants? No. Hold on. Because who the fuck wants to hear that?
Thank you.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Your
you want me to sit here and explain how computers work?
Your coworker Luke with Dead Mouse blasting in the background. So yeah, I work over in Southeast DC. It's a new building. It's right beside. I said it's right beside it's by the big chair. It's an awesome place. Good community there. Lovely people.
No, D, I did the pose. Like, hold up. I did the pose.
Yeah, grabbing her behind the neck. God. Hey, ladies, if you're talking to a guy you just met or a guy that you only been on one date with or a guy, just be real. You like him, but you ain't there with any of touching. If he grabs you behind the neck, leave. Leave the date. Leave the date. Leave it. He is not worth redeeming. Anyway, so yes, the next movie we're going to do is Superfly.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I might see if I can ask Gary a couple of questions about that movie.
Wait a minute, was Gary in that movie?
Yeah, he was the henchman, the big henchman.
We're going to make fun of that. We're going to definitely make fun of that next week.
Not Gary, but the gang.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're out, people. Peace.
Done. Out of here.
Hey, we're actually